And we should be going. And nobody's going to talk now.
Oh,
I'm just waiting for people to get in here.
Well, we got to give it a minute to get some listeners.
For folks that got to tune in anyhow.
Yes.
It ain't like it's the news, even though we're trying to be.
We don't have to pay attention to the chats. You're going to do that, right?
We got fucking Ginger Walter Cronkite with us.
Oh, God. What we have, it's probably you two watching.
I'm not watching.
I'm on it so I can see comments and stuff.
I have a comment. We're good on comments.
You know what? I have a comment.
You have a comment.
What do you have a comment about?
Comment?
You have a comment. You get a comment.
Everybody gets a comment.
Still not going to be the president.
Let's hope not. Oh, but hold on. Can't
make it. Does not make it
political.
Goodness knows.
I see you.
Is that Holmesy?
Yes,
it's Holmesy.
For Sheezy Mameezy.
All right, we got 8. I don't know which
8 sorry sons of guns have joined this mess.
Well, one of them is me, so I mean.
Shan, I don't know how much fun this is going to be compared to putting together an elliptical, but I'm sure it'll be a little more fun. And you can see Trenton's totally distracted. He's being rude.
Yeah. Hey, Pete.
What?
Pete, we got a podcast here.
The fucking hockey game is on.
We're working here.
So Mikey, are you running this train wreck? Because I don't really know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I think. Holy crap! Someone just vaporized Tim.
Oh wow, sorry. Tim! I don't know what the hell you did, but
I can't open Google then. With the
gamma rays just hit him.
I'm getting a tan. I turned on my tanning bed in my office.
We will apologize ahead of time that the fucking hair's not here. He's busy jerking it or something.
No, I'm not going to apologize. I'm going to take all the credit.
You're going to take all the credit for Scott not being here? What did you do to him?
If it works out,
thank you, Mikey.
He's actually at our favorite restaurant, Nicola's, right now, and I'm a little upset about that.
He's sending us pictures of fucking raw oysters and shit.
Hey, yeah, what's doing?
I can find that shit on the side of the creek bank, Scott. I don't know how fancy that is.
Crick. Get that fucking crick.
The crick. Yeah, down there at the mud puddle. Okay, people, hey, we don't know what we're doing tonight. We just wanted to talk to some people. We thought maybe we'd do this thing about once every couple of weeks or so, twice a month, and just do a live show. Not anything structured. Like our podcast are structured. Okay, you know, I think maybe it's even actually more structured than the podcast would be.
I had to do more research than I normally fucking do.
Yeah, you know, and yet you're here.
Wow.
So,
well, the hockey game's away today, so I didn't get fucking obliterated there.
So we're gonna try this. The Three Sheets News Network, the Three Sheets Live. I don't know what the hell you want to call it. We've all got a few news stories. Potentially, this is a slow week for Disney news. There wasn't shit happening unless you're a big fan of polka dots. So, you know, I guess we got 8 people watching now.
One of them's me.
Yeah, let's start it off with something we're all comfortable with. Trenton, what is your beverage of choice tonight?
My beverage.
Yes. What do you wrap your lips around? What's his name?
I am drinking. It's actually a girl. If you've seen the commercials, it's Blackheart rum, which is one of my favorite rums. It's not even expensive. It's 93 proof. It's a strong vanilla flavor with some Diet Coke in it.
You use Diet Coke and Coke Zero a lot with your mixed drinks. Is there a particular reason?
It gets you drunk faster.
Where'd you read that?
I'll find the fucking article right now.
Why does it make you drunk faster?
Is it on Snopes?
Wait, because of caffeine?
He's trying to type
2006 study suggests that artificial sweeteners in diet sodas speed up the absorption of alcohol.
In 2006?
Oh, yeah.
Well, this
is very current. Very current
So,
research there you got.
Yeah. Well, now my fucking computer is frozen.
Huh.
Why is the internet fucked?
Maybe because you broke it there.
It's all fucked up.
Ooh.
Al Gore is going to be so pissed that I just broke the internet.
Well, we can still hear you if it's any.
Oh no, it's fine. Just my Google Chrome.
Google?
Oh, fuck
Google. I broke my Google.
I broke the Google machines.
I fell down and broke my Google.
After your little comment, Trenton, I don't know if since you're watching, I'll just post this for everybody to see what Chris just said.
I gotta go to that.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
no.
he was talking about you.
Yeah, Chris wishes. The entire video feed for me, though, is a big green screen with a swirling circle in the middle. Is that just me?
I think
Yeah,
so.
just you.
'Cause-
Looks great on your face, though. Look like one of the little Martians. Fucks and
well, if you just broke your computer, yeah, it's probably why.
the Dark Knight over there. What are you drinking, Tim?
The Dark Knight.
Well, where's my bottle?
Black on black on black.
We belong to Brant Burke's bourbon page on Facebook, and it's the Bourbon Society of Enthusiasts and Addicts.
Fuck!
Sorry.
All right,
Sorry
need
you
to turn off
disagree,
the
Trent.
TV.
Hey, Tourette's boy.
Because that was truly a Tourette's moment.
Fine.
Cool.
Sorry.
Tim,
Finished? May I continue, sir?
No, Bruce Wayne. What are you having?
So, part of his thing in his group is he likes his members to, if you can't get a bottle locally, trade with some members, pick a bottle and trade. So, we traded with him, and he sent us a bottle of Weller Special Reserve. What I'm drinking right now tonight. It's actually really good. I like it.
Nice. So if anyone's interested, I guess get a hold of Brant about that because it's not an exclusive. Or it's not like a wide open kind of thing. You gotta get added and invited. And,
See, even Amy
it's kinda
Alverson
like
said,
speakeasy.
NPR article from 2013 does indicate that diet soda can indeed get you drunk faster.
But
Yeah,
what's
it
the
is.
science?
It's like
I
a,
wanna know the science.
Yeah, I would expect it.
Because if it's just the caffeine, why don't you just
No,
stop-
apparently it's
It's
not.
not. It's
It's
artificial
But why don't you just
The artificial
Hey.
sweeteners have their own problems.
So wouldn't Diet Mountain Dew work better?
With rum?
I'm just saying. You just said you didn't say what you were drinking it with.
Baja Blast.
I did say that was the first thing I said. It's Black Art rum
Oh, okay. So why don't you do it with vodka?
He did kind of suck the rum out there.
with vodka because it adds a vanilla flavor. It's like vanilla Coke. This tastes like vanilla Coke.
Have you had vanilla vodka?
Yeah, that works. Stoli vanilla. It's awesome.
I put it in a root beer float at Hollywood Studios. Got a whole.
I've never had that either. I do want to try
expansion
it.
on that.
No, we did have the root beer float. No, I had the frozen Coke with the rum in Animal Kingdom.
Okay, Adam. I'm going to go ahead and just cut him off and go on to you now.
Well, I'm kind of going basic after my pickle experiment. My taste buds are kind of washed out right now. So, if you all want to see that, it was posted
Did eat the
earlier in the
pickle.
group. What'd you say?
You did eat the pickles.
Yes, the spiky sea pickles.
Dude.
And I
Yes,
have
yes, the hot deal.
some San Pellegrino Blood Orange, and I am doing some gin. Hendrick's gin.
Oh. That sounds fucking horrible.
Why is that horrible?
Because it's fucking carbonated water.
Okay.
Wait, is it the San Pellegrino soda? So is it sweet, or is it like just the?
It's the blood
It's
orange.
got.
Oh, okay,
Blood
no,
orange
no, that's different. Okay, yeah, you're right. We
Yeah,
use
maybe.
that at the brewery to make German Radlers. I thought it was like the LaCroix that
Oh, no,
just
no, no,
like, oh, that's fucking horrible.
Yeah, that's just a cash grab for millennials.
Dude, did you see that shit on Facebook? It said LaCroix is like drinking carbonated water with somebody 2 rooms away screaming out the name of a specific fruit. Like,
Yes, actually, I
because
did.
it's
I
so
know what you're
subtly,
talking about.
like there's
because
no
Kate had
fucking
a
flavor.
whole
It's
thing
fucking
on it.
horrible.
I don't get it.
It's so unflavored that it. Never mind.
For me, tonight I've got a pour of Suntory Toki, Japanese whiskey thing.
Is it any good? I heard Japanese whiskey is supposed to be very good.
Yeah, it's not sake, which I guess is rice wine. This is it's kind of Scotchish, kind of.
Scotch.
Well, Suntory is one of the 3 biggest whiskey producers.
Yeah, there's Suntory. There's Hibiki,
Well, I'm Suntory. There's
Nika.
the Buffalo Trace, and what's the other one?
Oh, you're talking about
Major,
Valley.
major bourbon producers globally.
Gotcha.
I think that one was Jim Beam.
It's pretty sweet. It's got a lot of fruit notes to it, to use words like Scott uses.
What's
Finish
the
and end.
mouthfeel?
It's a Japanese whiskey, so it's real short.
How does it compare to Monkey Shoulder?
Do you get the umami?
Umami?
Umami.
No mommies.
What
No
happens-
umamis.
What does it taste good with tofu?
I wouldn't know anything about tofu. I got tofungus.
Well, that sounds like a
I've never had
personal problem.
Don't
Oh.
eat that.
Fuck.
Hamato? You got Hamato?
Oh no,
Yes,
Amy,
I've got-
no, Amy, no. Amy's
Delicious.
drinking a cranberry LaCroix, however you say it, with
Croix.
a mini bottle of raspberry vodka.
Well, there's more raspberry flavor in that fucking vodka than there is in that goddamn gross water. That potpourri water. It tastes
not
like you
even
got a.
potpourri
It tastes like
water,
you
man.
got a fucking can of carbonated water and sprayed fucking like air freshener in it.
Mmm, tasty. It sounds like you probably just wasted it over the glass. You didn't actually spray it in.
Yeah, just across the top of the can, so you get a little bit in there. When you open it up, you're like, and then it's gone.
Yep.
And it's gone.
Okay, so I guess I'll start us off tonight on our news segments. We're sort of kind of breaking it down like we're everybody's a different type of reporter. I guess Trenton's got the puff piece. Tim's got entertainment.
Entertainment news.
I'm not sure what Adam got.
I got more than puff,
News
right,
and stuff.
motherfucker.
A little
I'm
bit of
more than
both.
He's got the obituaries.
Yeah. and I got the tech stuff that no one's really going to care about. So I'll go first and get mine out of the way now.
So what are you doing? Tech news?
I care about the
I got the
technique.
tech news here. Are you giving me a lower third?
Yes.
Go get a byline? Or anything is like Mikey reporting tech news?
I just put tech news. Do you want me to make it Mikey reporting tech news?
Hey.
No.
Can we make it a crawler? Can we make it a crawler?
Let's work up to that, Tim.
Yeah, this is the first time using this program.
Okay, so, and this is like no one's gonna get this, but Disney has partnered with Twitch, the online game streaming. They stream people playing games. They don't actually stream the games for you to play, but Disney has partnered with Twitch through the Disney Digital Network, or whatever they call the Maker. Makers
Mark?
Network. No, not Makers.
If Disney
Maker
partners with
Studios.
Maker's Mark, I'll stop by Maker's Mark again.
It's called Maker Studios, which was a conglomeration of a bunch of prolific YouTubers, and Disney owns that, and they've kind of called it the Disney Digital Network now. Well, they've partnered up with Twitch, and Twitch says, "Hey, we want you to bring some of your some of your heavy hitters over here, and we want them to start creating exclusive content on Twitch." It's like Twitch is kind of striking back at YouTube and trying to steal some of their thunder. But I mean, YouTube is so huge. It's Google. It's not going anywhere.
The Googs.
But what they're doing is they've got this guy named Markiplier, this chick named Strawberry, this guy Jacksepticeye. Just a whole bunch of geeks, a whole bunch of nerds. Just play a bunch of freaking Minecraft and shit. But it makes me wonder, with Disney partnering up with Twitch, if there's going to be some type of an online gaming thing that Disney's going to.
Really?
God, I thought he
Really?
share.
C-Match asked.
Yes, but you didn't need you. We saw your answer because we heard you typing. It's rude when somebody else is talking.
This is why you're get moved to weather next week.
Outside weather. There's
Yeah,
hurricane.
I don't see this making a lot of money for Disney or really anything. I think mostly it's just helping Twitch out and trying to get their foot in with a little bit of, digital media streaming. It kind of didn't make any sense, but I guess if you own Maker Studios, then you need to at least start making some money off them. Especially, you know what? Here's what it is. Google has totally revamped their AdSense and the way creators are getting paid. And they're demonetizing damn near everything. And if you've been on YouTube lately, the ads you get are basically, "Hi, my name is Jeffrey, and I spent a lot of money on this ad. Please click my link." And then that's the extent of the ad, and then you get your content. It's a whole bunch of nonsense. So, Disney partners with Twitch.
You see, the only thing that I don't get about this particular partnership is that Disney kind of ditched their whole internal game development system. They don't have
Disney Interactive is
gone. So, and I know they're still making some games, but everybody
they don't make Kingdom Hearts anymore?
Kingdom Hearts, that game has been delayed more times. It was supposed to come out, last I heard it was supposed to come out this year, because I've been waiting for that game, but there's no definite set.
That's not a Disney Interactive. That's like a Square, isn't it?
No, it was part of Disney Interactive.
So,
the original game was Disney Interactive. When you put this first splash screen was Disney Interactive, and then it went Square. Square was the one who, they both had characters. You had Squall from Final Fantasy. You had Final Fantasy and Disney mixing in those games, and there are some pretty awesome games if you've never played them.
It was heavily Disney influenced, though. It's
a Disney game. It's nothing like Disney. It's just they threw in the Final Fantasy for the Square fanboys, but the later games have less and less Square in it.
Okay. Well, I will say that Twitch is starting this thing called Creator Studio or something like that, where they're letting their creators on that service not actually be restricted to only streaming gameplay, where they can actually make episodic content and upload it like YouTube does. So it sounds, they're really trying to do almost like a TV show kind of thing with these 4 YouTubers and try to, I don't know. I think Twitch is just basically, we want to get this thing started. We need to give it a shot in the arm. Get these guys who, have 15 million followers, bring them over here and let them make some stuff for us. I don't know. That's one thing.
But didn't one of the
it's money. Disney's not going to do it if they're going to get paid.
Amount of trouble for it?
No. That's a whole different asshole that we're not going to talk about right now.
Streaming, but wasn't one of the really popular people on YouTube just in a whole shitload of trouble for doing something really stupid?
Yes, but he's not part of Maker Studios.
No, that's the guy that.
No. Logan Paul and his brother Jake Paul have been their own entity of ignorance, and they are breeding other ignorant 10 to 18-year-olds.
Are we going to address the fact that America's youth is getting their fucking brains rotted by this fucking horse shit? That guy's
that's why they're eating Tide Pods.
Hey, Trenton.
That guy's an idiot. Yeah.
You do realize we're kind of live streaming on the internet, so we're part of this fucking horse shit right now, and we're all drinking.
No. It's not even the same as that guy. That guy, that's YouTube.
Did you just hear that? My pots and kettles are calling each other's names.
Name one person under the age of 18 in this group.
Well, it's an adult podcast, so we don't.
Yeah!
You have to be 21 to enter.
Wait, don't you
what the fuck I'm
be
talking about?
Of age to even get on Facebook?
13.
Oh, I don't know. Facebook.
When I joined Facebook, you had to have a fucking college email address. And now it's fucking, you got a pulse? Yeah, sure, whatever.
Amy, I agree with you. Tide Pod.
You didn't gotta have that.
The gene pool. It's Darwinism at its best.
Deleted
the whole Tide Pods thing.
It is, and if you're not smart enough to not know that eating something that's not food is bad for you,
you get what you pay for.
I hope people eat them.
And the Darwin Award of the Year goes to.
Okay, I got one more thing, real quick, before I end up with and wrap up my whole geek news. You guys ever heard of a little company called BAMTech?
Nope.
Yes, but I can't remember.
It's not porn, Trenton.
That's why I haven't heard of it.
Scott, I guarantee you has heard about it because it's created by the Major League Baseball Association. It was called Major League Baseball.
There you go, folks.
Advanced Media is what it was called, and it basically existed to be the tech side of their Major League, the MLB network. Well, it actually got to be so good that they started getting, other people wanting to buy into it, and the NHL network is a part owner of this. So BAMTech is actually the tech behind the NHL network and their streaming service. Well, Disney is the third owner of BAMTech. So you got MLB, Disney, and NHL. And Disney actually has a 4-year option to buy a second third of the company if they so choose to. Now, why would Disney be interested in this joint? Because they've already got Hulu. Or when the deal goes through, they will have acquired Hulu, which is already an established streaming company. Well, BAM also handles the infrastructure for HBO's mobile streaming. They do, what else? The WWE, and the ICE network, which is all figure skating all the time.
There's really such a thing? Really?
Yes, there is. I had to Google it just to see what the hell the ICE network was. Yes, and it is nothing but figure skating. That's some riveting shit right there.
But
we get more viewers than that shit.
Get that.
They got nicer cameras, Trenton, and better audio. And
a sick camera.
I mean, I understand you, but just like the ICE network, only one of us here is actually watching someone skating right now, actively. Here's the deal. BAMTech just hired on this guy named Michael Paul from Amazon, who was crucial in establishing the Amazon Prime Channels streaming service. I mean, not the service, but concept of having channels on Amazon Prime where they have their own episodic content like they got it at Netflix. So Disney's getting this guy, and he also was the father of the Prime Music streaming service. So, BAMTech has this guy who's had his hands in all this streaming episodic content and just putting together shows and hiring the right people and handling the ins and outs of the network. This could be huge for Disney going forward with their plans on ESPN becoming a direct-to-subscriber streaming service and the rest of their online streaming content.
I think Disney's going to sell. God, what the fuck? I think Disney's going to sell ESPN.
They never will. I don't see that happening
It's
at
a
all.
dying.
No.
It's done.
Thank you, Sydney.
If anything, it transfers over to being stream only, in which case I don't have any overhead to worry about with the cost of maintaining an actual television channel. And that's where it looks like it's going because the plans are already in line for that.
Yeah, the only problem is
start transitioning.
I don't think that'll ever happen. The only problem is with direct streaming is you have a lot of middle America there who cannot get high-speed internet. I mean, a lot of rural areas can't get it, so you're still going to need a regular sports channel somewhere. And Disney makes a lot of money to this day just off the ads. So to go direct streaming and to make up the money that they would need to make up, that they make up off those ads, granted, ESPN is losing money every year consecutively for the past couple of years. Just coming from a shareholder perspective, I would love to see them sell ESPN. But now we're also going to be adding some additional sports issues with Fox when that deal goes through. So, I mean, it's pretty much a wait and see what happens, what they're going to do with all this new technology that they're acquiring. I'm kind of on the fence. I mean, Disney has acquired things in the past, technology-wise, did not know what to do with them, and then ended up just pretty much folding them.
Which is why I get excited about them bringing on this Amazon dude, because shit, he does know what to do with it because that's what he's done Listen, you give me a Disney streaming service that gives me a weekly Star Wars show, live action, and I'm in.
But you're not going to get that.
Why not?
Because there's still just the overhead cost for a live action Star Wars show. I mean, you've seen ABC Studios, right?
Yeah, and CBS's online content where you have to subscribe to watch it. And I probably listen. As many people that paid to watch Star Trek, the new Star Trek, and all the negative shit I've heard about it, a Star Wars show would bury it and would launch a Disney app.
People would watch it even if it was bad.
You have to be careful right now because, according to the latest results and the latest things that are going on, there's been a little bit of movie burnout when it comes to the last Star Wars movie and merchandising. And that's an issue.
No, it's not burnout. It's just because the last Star Wars movie wasn't good.
No, kids don't care about toys.
Well, the last movie wasn't good.
Yeah,
so
but
why would you buy shit?
at the average kid is going to love all the things they saw. Right? They're not looking at a movie for the plot. Most of the kids are don't care what the storyline was about. They're going to want the cool toy.
Well, it's because but there was no stand-up. Never mind. That's a different.
Oh yeah, don't get me started about that newest Star Wars.
Yeah.
No, that's a different show. We're not going to talk about it. But come on, some of the scenes, I could picture a kid wanting some of those toys. I would want some of those toys as a kid.
What, a Porg? That's it.
No, the speeders. I'd play. All right, whatever.
I'm still waiting on the big
because nobody's going to get right back on this, and it's going to be 2 against 1. So.
Okay, well that's all I got for geek news, and after I've gone through it, I realized exactly how geeky it really was. So I need someone else to wake up the audience. Trenton, let's see if we can get some focus from you for 3 minutes.
It is fucking overtime right now.
I just want the fucking ghost to just slam your door right now and turn off your TV.
Oh fuck!
Okay, let's ask.
So,
what's your topic, Trenton?
It's a baby hippo.
What about a baby hippo?
It was born on January 14th in Disney's Animal Kingdom. It's the first hippo born in Disney in 13 years. Its mother's name is Tamu? Tuma? No, it's Tuma. Tuma.
It's not a Tuma.
And they don't know the sex, weight, and they haven't named this baby hippo yet because they don't want to separate it from its mother yet. So we don't know if it's a boy or a girl. We don't know anything really about it, but you can see it if you go on the Kilimanjaro Safaris attraction or if you do the Wild Africa Trek in Disney's Animal Kingdom.
So hippos don't have external jubblies.
They can't get close enough to it.
Sorry.
Jesus. Not even through your own story can you pay attention.
Yeah, seriously.
I will now because we was fucking lost. All right.
Good. That's what you get.
Shit. So, it's a Nile hippopotamus. They're an endangered, or I don't know if they're endangered or they're slightly endangered.
Threatened?
Baby.
Threatened is the term. Like endangered and then threatened is.
I was seeing if you were paying attention, Trenton.
I like how I have the fucking baby beard. It's the biggest beard anyone on the show has. It's. I don't remember what it said. It said it's. I don't remember said it was endangered, but it's definitely. There's not a lot of them, so it's really cool that it was born in Disney, and everyone's really excited. I don't know. They said something about getting moved to a different park after it's of age, maybe like a different zoo, because of the way that they're bred. They have to keep them.
It's bred in conjunction with the national zoos and something or other. Did the same thing with the baby tigers. The same thing's going to happen with the baby tigers.
It's okay.
They can't have the bloodline too similar.
The Association of Zoos and Aquariums. They ship the actual father of the tigers, the baby tigers, was shipped from another park, so they could breed it.
No one wants to bogart the hippos. All right. I mean, then you get out there and they got 65 hippopotamuses. And no one wants to see that because it just looks like gray asses all the way across the swamp.
Especially if they're all for the same gene pool, that it's not going to be good.
Yeah, then you got the ones that are like missing teeth and they only got 4 to begin with. So,
But everyone's all excited about hippos, and hippos kill more people on the continent of Africa than any other animal. So
We don't need it, because
they're
it's not a part.
huge fucking murder machines, but they're cute as fuck. So.
well, baby hippos are cute. Baby anythings are cute.
Pretty much.
So, are we done with the hippos? Are we talk about the other story now that I want to talk about?
I don't know. It's your news segment.
All right.
Yeah, I'm still trying to find out if you found out if the hippopotamus has external jubblies. Because I don't know if it's a boy or a girl.
They don't know. They said they don't know the gender of it. I don't know.
They can't get close enough to it yet.
Yeah, they can't get close enough. They can't separate it. And
Did
I don't know
you
if it's
shrink
come out of the. I don't know if it's come out of the
No,
water
they haven't
yet.
drank it yet.
They won't. Yeah, they won't until I guess the bonding period is established. They won't separate them.
Yeah. So it's cute as fuck. You can find videos of it everywhere. I love fucking hippos. I'm not.
Do you?
I mean, I'm not.
They're adorable.
I'm also
murder
not in a
machines.
fucking canoe made out of reeds in a river in Africa. So I mean,
There goes our African listeners.
If only.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I like them because
I'd like to
was
apologize to
fucking
listeners from
bulletproof
Cameroon.
glass, or from the Kilimanjaro safaris. I'm not trying to catch food while they're killing me.
It's in Africa, right?
So
Which the irony is that they're trying to catch food, which is why they're killing you.
that's
Yeah.
not true. You think hippos eat meat?
No, hippos don't eat meat.
Right.
Why they got them big ass teeth?
They're
They're flat
square and
birds, though.
flat.
Yeah, they're just
Growing vegetation.
So
Yeah, like meat
next news
plants.
story is going to get me real fired up. More fired.
fuck.
Maybe not more fired up than that.
Yeah, comes the
More
angry
fired up in your hockey
angry
game.
little Amish man.
Oh, that I'm fucking reserving that anger for later. So now Disney is offering, if you stay at the club level in certain resorts in Disney World, an option to pay $50 a night per person with a minimum 3-day ticket or an annual pass to get 3 extra fast passes a day. It's not perk specific, and you get one priority seating for a nighttime spectacular.
Is this something new? I haven't heard about this.
It was just released last week.
Last week.
You think somebody would have mentioned it?
Thanks
It
for
wasn't
taking
a-
over
None of
my
us just stayed at
park
fucking
news.
club level.
It's okay. It's park news. That's fine.
It's I personally think it's
yeah, so
Scratch.
I will never pay for it. Even if I was, I mean, you listened to the last episode probably. I'm staying in the fucking cheapest room I can find. I'm not staying at the fucking club level. And I think it's fucking dog shit that if you have... Now, would I pay...
It is dog shit.
Did you fart, Mikey?
Yeah.
It's hippo shit.
Wait.
Oh, it's so bad.
Are you hiding
chicken
from your
parm.
own fart?
Huh?
thank God there's no
You
smell-o-vision.
farted, and now you don't like it?
No, I don't like this one. It smells like rust.
Rust.
What does rust smell like?
Well,
Rust smells like rust. You've never smelled like rust?
Fuck.
it's poop rust.
Hey, you get your pipes cleaned.
Yeah, you sound like you're a little oxidized there, buddy.
Oh, it's just hanging. It's here.
It's hanging? That's not what I would say after I farted, I don't think.
It smells like anal leakage.
I don't think. I think this is the
Broccoli.
beginning of the end for fast passes being free. Personally, now would I pay an extra $3 per person per ride if we were there? $10. Say, hey, we're there and we've used all our fast passes, but we could get on, Flight of Passage right now if we paid $15 for the two of us, me and Stephanie. I would pay that. But to require you to stay at club level already and then pay $50 a day per person, and then the nighttime spectacular is not even guaranteed, it's if you get there in time? Fucking stupid.
No, you have to make a reservation for it, is what I read. As long as you make a reservation, you're guaranteed in.
Really?
Yes.
I think it's fucking stupid, personally.
What do I?
I don't.
Disney catering to the 1%.
Sorry, I don't. There's been rumors of this ever since Magic
Universal
Bands
does there.
and FastPass Plus was coming around. When I don't know if you know how much of the past history goes into that, but originally, depending on which resort you were staying at, the rumor was you were going to get a certain amount of fast passes, whereas the Lux you were getting the highest amount, the values you were getting the lowest amount, and then off property was getting an even lower amount than that. So this really didn't surprise me. I mean, when you look at it, every other theme park has some sort of pay-as-you-go situation to get their fast pass. I can't remember what it's called at Universal, but they have Max Pass or something like that. Hell,
Yeah,
even
I think
Dorney Park has a fast pass that you can pay for.
But
this
Universal's
surprise
not
me.
as busy. Universal, you get the Max Pass. I'm pretty sure you get the Max Pass if you stay in a hotel on their property.
No, I think you have
No,
to pay
only
for it. You have to
certain
pay for it.
hotels on property. It's only their deluxe hotels that you get it for free.
I would rather pay. No, I wouldn't do it either because it's just fuel in the fucking fire. It's fucking stupid.
Excuse me. I mean, I get why they're doing it. Every other theme park's doing it. Literally every other theme park's doing it.
I get it, but it's not the same when you have the volume and capacity of Disney World.
If you've been to Universal during peak times, it's not quiet by any stretch of the imagination.
But it's still Disney's quiet time when they're busy.
What?
When Universal is at peak time, I would say it's capacity.
Not
It's
at all.
nothing.
No. It's the same. Capacity times are capacity times. Summer is crazy busy during the weekends, no matter which park you're going to. Holidays, crazy busy. So, I mean, granted, it's apples to oranges, but
That's
I
what I'm
mean-
saying. It's not. You can't compare them.
you can't say one's less crowded
But
than the
you-
other, and you're still going to run into the same situations.
Oh shit! There goes our Sunday recording.
Yeah, he's going to be sleeping again.
Nah, I'm good.
Thank you,
Well-
Cindy, for agreeing with me.
Tim, do you have an opinion on Disney wanting to create a rate for
Well,
fast passes?
I'm probably going to be wrong because my husband likes it, so
It's not that I like it, I just understand it. Hear me
I
out.
understand it. I understand it because that's what everybody else does.
And at the end of the day, to honestly sit here and say that if that option wasn't available to me, I already have an annual pass. Would I pay $50 extra a day if I have an annual pass and everything else is pretty much paid for through GVC? You know, it's not that bad. If I get that Kilimanjaro club level at Animal Kingdom and I hold that reservation, yeah, I'll pay that $50 a day. My room's taken care of through DVC and I have my annual pass.
And I would pay. So I lied. I would pay the $50 a night if I could stay in my fucking all-star hotel while I'm doing it.
All right.
Because the money I'm saving.
It might trickle down to that.
But you see,
But
but that's the point. So you can't, if these people are paying extra, what's the big deal? It's a pilot.
If you are paying to stay in club level, you have no problem paying for the extra fast passes. And the
Okay.
problem that I have with it is that Disney is using this as a
A test of the
a marketing
waters.
test to see if people are going to pay for it. And the problem is that
But
they're
it's not
only
a-
giving the
a
option to
good-
people that are definitely going to pay for it.
If,
so it's
if you
gonna
were
fuck
if you
us
were a
all.
business and you're going to test something, wouldn't you want it tested on your most successful group of people, most successful audience?
But Trenton, wait, give me a second. You just said that if you can stay in the value and pay the $50, you do it. So what's the issue?
Why are they testing it on just the richest guests?
Why wouldn't they?
I see them testing it on their wider
Because-
audience that
no.
would pay, and then they're going to probably test it, trickle down, and see where that level stops to where it's not going to pay.
From a
How
business,
long
from
before-
a business standpoint, you're going to test it on the people who can afford it first.
Yeah.
If it's
How long
accessible
before?
to them,
How long
then
before
it'll
value
trickle down.
resort guests? How long before value resort guests don't even get fast passes?
Like I said, that was the original rumor, was that they were going to get less fast passes depending on the resort you stayed at. That's always
And you're
been
okay
the
with
rumor,
that?
though.
And you're okay with that?
I'm sorry, I'm DVC. It is what it is.
Well, I'm not. So that's
And-
not okay.
Here's the other problem. I've stayed moderate. I don't necessarily, if I stay at value, I don't necessarily like staying at value. I'm comfortable enough that I can stay out of moderate.
But I can't afford that.
Is that my fault?
Nope.
All right.
But do I deserve less than you because I stay at a value?
Did I pay more than you because I stayed out of moderate?
I mean, you did pay more.
So,
But why can't everyone have the same experience in the parks as you?
because that's not...
Because this is not Disney's Socialist Republic of...
Exactly. This is not Disney Russia.
I get what you're saying, but they're going to lose value level guests if they do that.
But you also...
Trent, it comes down to
Oh, they-
this. Well, they just put Trump in the Hall of Presidents instead of Bernie Sanders. I'm just saying.
Well, here's
If it had Bernie in there,
the real
DVC.
issue here, and then you're also looking at something. There's a good chance that they're blurring the lines between all the resort levels, and I don't know if everybody's been noticing that.
Then
But
why are they building a moderate DVC?
it's not a moderate
Because
DVC. They were actually. This is if you pay a little more like close attention to this. There's a lot of weirdness going on between all the resorts,
Yeah.
where the values are almost some of the newer values are almost borderline moderates. Some of the moderates are now going almost up to the deluxe level. There is going to be a very big blurring of the lines, and I have a feeling, I've heard it on a few different podcasts, that your value, your moderate, and your deluxe resorts, all that's going away. There's not going to be those distinct levels anymore.
Well, let's look at the comments here. All right, let's look at the comments.
good because I can't.
I can. I got them up too.
Amy says, I agree, Trenton. It's already a pain in the ass to get some fast passes you want. Lauren Shoemaker said there will still be 3 lines, standby, free fast pass, and paid fast pass. I see that happening as well. Amy said there's already too much... God damn it, people keep commenting and it keeps fucking jumping around. There's already too much
Just an
catering to the
angry little-
super rich people and sometimes at the expense of normal people, which I agree.
But but hear me out. What's a normal person? I have a lot of... We're blurring this line of, because I pay a little more, I don't get a little more. But the people who pay less should have the exact same experience. Is that fair? So flip your argument on its head. And
My response would be, I'm paying the same amount to get in the park, so it should be the same as the next person.
And Amy's also right. And it's a quote from one of my favorite movies. It's not a Disney movie. She said, with this pay option coupled with Disney Springs off-property hotels getting 60 days out for fast passes, the fast pass lines will not be fast pass. If everyone has fast passes,
Trenton, you're also
no one
missing.
has
You're
fast
only
pass.
choosing again the arguments that go along with yours. Aaron
I'm
White
reading
just said-
every-
Wait,
I'm
wait,
reading
wait,
every-
wait.
Well, wait, you got to hear Aaron White's point because this puts the nail on the head right here.
Yeah. Club level guests during peak times will be about 1,000 people across the property. At most. This is being tested on them only because it's a small amount of people and won't overly affect the rest of the guests.
That makes sense. It makes absolutely 100% sense.
Right. But if you
Let's talk about something
Trent,
fun.
test
No.
something on people that only have the money to buy it, the only people that have the money to buy it, you're not going to get correct results.
But you have to see if
Listen,
the
just
program
because people have
works
the
in the
money to
first
buy it doesn't mean
place.
they will.
Testing antibiotics on people that aren't even fucking sick. Of course they're going to do well.
Okay,
It's
and then
fucking
what
stupid.
about the placebo effect? You can't... There's more to it than that. You can't
Just
launch
because
something
people
like
can
this like
afford
that.
to buy it doesn't mean they will.
Exactly.
People don't want to
I
spend the money on that.
guarantee if you're staying on club level, you're paying for
And
this.
Trenton, I forgot
How
who
can
said
you- how
it
can you
because it
generalize
went
like that?
too
You can't
far
generalize
away,
like that.
but there are people that are still going to Disney that don't even know how to make a fast pass or know what a fast pass is. I saw it in the comment. It went by too fast. I'm sorry. I can't give you credit for it. But, I mean, yes, we're avid Disney goers. Yes, we know a lot of
Very.
the ins and outs.
Tracy.
But at the end of the day, you know what? Yes, I paid more. If this came to you, you flat out said that you would pay for it no matter if you were staying in
If
a value.
I wasn't already paying $5,000 for the week for my fucking room.
All right, so then, but it's your choice then. If you were paying $5,000 a week, then this is the trip you don't do it. If you're not paying $5,000 a week, then you do it. How does that balance out?
I'm going to quote one of my favorite Disney animated characters when I say, we're going to put a pin in it, and we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
Maybe. This was fun. Who wants to talk about some more geek news?
I don't like sand. It's coarse.
Or hippos.
Irritating. It gets everywhere. Like
Let's talk
Thank
about
you,
some
Jennifer.
movies.
I am going to
Hey,
post this.
yeah, speaking of
overlay.
Star Wars,
Hell
Jim,
yes.
let's go to the Hollywood beat, the Hollywood Reporter.
All right, so how far are we going to go ahead? Because I can go up to all the way till next December.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you got. What have you
We
just
got
got
Marvel,
names
we
and
got
dates?
Pixar, we've got Disney Studios, we got it all.
Hey, man, this is your news segment.
All right, so well, first up, we got on February 16th, Marvel Studios' Black Panther is coming out.
Jennifer
I haven't
Goodman.
seen the
Oh yeah,
trailer
Adam would
for
put that
that
on the
yet.
fucking screen.
Here's the one that stayed still
I-
the longest.
My youngest kid, he's a huge Black Panther fan. After the Civil War movie, and Keaton just really wants to go see it, and I like that Andy Serkis guy when he's not a hobbit or a monkey. So, yeah, I think it'd be. I'm not sure. Oh, speaking of hobbits, doesn't it have Freeman in it? Is Martin Freeman in it, or am I wrong?
I'm not sure who. All I know is who's playing the Black Panther is Chadwick Boseman.
Right. Okay.
His
Yeah, hey,
costume is badass.
It's not
Yeah.
one of the more popular franchises for Marvel, but like I said, I think the Civil War movie kind of thrust it up there.
Black Panther broke the record for sale
Yes, pre-sale movie tickets.
sales
Yep.
for any Marvel movie of all time.
But I have a question on that, because you said it's not the most popular Marvel book right now, and I get that. But are we going to see another kind of Guardians of the Galaxy experience where they'll actually be able to put something Black Panther in the park because of that?
Maybe if it makes enough money, I don't see why not.
He was in the Avengers,
Yeah,
But so are the...
which makes me wonder.
and I think that's what spurred his popularity.
That's
yeah.
not what I think, but okay.
Sorry, I'm making a drink.
I wonder. When are we going to get Black Widow?
It's got a writer. There's a rumor it's got a writer. So
Well, we'll probably get one sooner or later because she's a woman. So that's
I think if it's taken this long, I don't know.
they weren't going to do it, and then enough people I think petitioned Disney to do it, and Marvel to do it. So now they actually got a writer, and they're going to test the waters, I guess, and we'll see. Hopefully, I hope it does because I like that character.
I think it's going to be a very hard movie to write and do
Yeah.
well.
And do well, yeah.
And
They have to be
Well,
very-
yeah, because Scarlett Johansson has played Black Widow in other movies that weren't Black Widow. Basically,
That's
I mean,
all the- yeah, true.
So yeah, it's going to be. It's not like having a standalone Hulk movie when Mark Ruffalo has only ever been Mark Ruffalo. I mean, the guy is his last name.
Disney can't make a Hulk movie
Well, yeah, that's because, yeah,
and can't make one.
there hasn't
Well,
been
then
a Hulk
it
movie
can
since, like,
be,
the
you know
70s.
what? It could be a movie about somebody else, but predominantly feature the Hulk.
That could be a movie about Bruce Banner.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
All right, let's move on.
Are we talking about Deadpool 2? Are you going to cover that? Because I'm real worried about that.
Deadpool 2, it will not be Disney by the time it comes out.
Right, it won't because it's not on the list.
I just dumped my whiskey down my face.
All right, so let's go. Next
Is that the
boat
worst?
up, which I'm excited for, is A Wrinkle in Time, due out March 9th.
You know what? This screams John Carpenter to me.
I hope not.
No. Well, you
I
see,
mean, it does.
I like John
Screams, I don't
Carpenter,
care.
but I wasn't blown away by it like I thought it was going to be.
I know nothing of the series. This just seems like a John Carpenter Tomorrowland kind of thing where you're like, wow, this is visually compelling. And then it gets released and...
Well, here's
the... What?
No, I didn't know anything about John Carpenter before the movies. I know there were books that were out even before my time. But I grew up reading the A Wrinkle in Time series. This is more updated. I saw that they were making this, and this movie flat out horrifies me.
So the cast terrifies me.
The cast terrifies me, and my generation and younger isn't going to go see this because they don't give a fuck.
Because you weren't made to read it in school.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. They're making it as a children's movie for kids that don't give a fuck.
Well,
this
your
is the executives that are
is
our
not
age
necessarily
to
a
say,
child, unless you're emitting the baby beard.
Oh, really? Because you guys call me a fucking infant every other 2 minutes.
Because you're the youngest one. You got to deal with that.
I'm just saying, I've never even fucking heard of it, and the movie's coming out and I'm 26. So anybody younger than me is not going to give a fuck, and they're marketing it to a children's audience. It's gonna bomb, just like fucking Coco bombed.
I don't think
Sorry for anyone who likes Coco.
You have to be careful with that.
Do well.
No.
It did worse than Cars 3, and Cars 3 was a fucking turd.
Okay, here's the game with this. If it was any other movie studio that produced Coco, it would have been a huge hit for them. But because it's Disney, and Disney has very, very high standards, what's a success and what's a failure, it's a failure. Coco could have, it needs to make over $8 million clear, I think, for it to be considered a blockbuster for Disney.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure, The Force Awakens made $4 billion?
Yeah, it's a blockbuster. But to make an average movie, like a true blockbuster, in clear, it has to make a certain amount. And my dog's about to go nuts because my neighbors just came home. But you're going to have a problem. Like,
Ebony Hines, everything is filmed in New Zealand because New Zealand is fucking beautiful.
It's a little late for...
You're so lucky, Ebony. We understand.
All right, guys, shut up.
Thrones, Lord of the Rings, fucking everything's filmed in New Zealand because it's fucking beautiful.
Sorry.
So lucky.
Tim's about to kill all the dogs. No, not really.
What?
He's just yelling at them.
Dog murder. Hey, Mikey, that's your specialty.
I heard a door close.
What does that even mean?
All right, Mike, Vic, you don't remember that episode where you were having Stitch fight everything else?
Yeah, no, I remember the episode where I had everything else fighting Stitch.
Go downstairs.
Amy, no. Coco did not do it. Coco hasn't even broken the amount that Cars 3 made.
You know, I liked Cars 3 until I realized that it was just planes.
It didn't do well. Coco is not doing well in the box office in America.
Coco was released at the wrong time.
It might have been that, but it's also...
Right, it was released too late.
It should have came out closer to Halloween, simply because the average white folk don't know a whole hell of a lot about the Day of the Dead, but if you put a bunch of skeletons in a cartoon, I'm a lot more likely to go see it.
I have a sugar skull on my arm, and I still don't give a fuck.
I wanted to see this movie. The problem for me, it came out around too many other movies that I wanted to see. And that was the real issue. If it came out at any other time, I think it would have been better off. But when you judge every animated movie as a blockbuster that's not Frozen, it's never going to hit that again. Frozen was one of those anomalies. And...
What is Cox?
I think he meant to make
Is he imagining Coco?
I think so.
Yeah, he's... Tim Wells are coming out.
So, even Bryan Adams said Last Jedi only made a ton of money.
That's coming out March 9th, 2018.
It was not good. We agree. I agree. The Last Jedi was
we're moving on, Trenton. We're moving on.
Don't tell me what we're doing.
You had your segment.
Trenton, I can bump you off, just so you know.
So, next up, on May 4th, 2018, is Avengers Infinity Wars.
I'm looking forward to this.
So am I. It's going to be another kick-ass Avengers movie. It's going to be a blockbuster, no doubt, just because it's the Avengers.
Everybody else is going to be in it. You know, it's.
Did I buy one of those big gauntlets so it looked cool?
Yeah, someone did. It's on their desk at work. Did anybody See, is this the one that's going to have the Guardians in it?
Well,
Are they in the
yes,
Infinity War?
The Guardians
Yes.
of the Galaxy are going to be in Infinity War.
I mean,
Thank God.
How do you direct that? I mean, Chris Pratt is a wild card. You just give him an idea for the script because you know he's not going to follow it.
So
Yeah.
I have to.
Well, same thing with Robert Downey
He's
Jr.
going to bash Chris Pratt right now.
I'm not. No,
Oh,
not
God,
at
the
all.
underwear.
No, not at all.
Can we
Not at
just
all.
mute him, please? Mute the
The
angry,
funny thing is,
like
though,
Amish guy.
so I'm going to put this in everyone else's head because it's in my head because I read it on Facebook. If you think about his name not being Chris Pratt, but if you think about it as being Crisp Rat, it'll fucking fuck you up for the rest of your life.
That doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
It's a
Like,
crispy,
no.
like a crisp rat. Yeah. Every time you hear his name now, you think of that shit. Fuck
Yeah, and you know what? If he was an Annoying little hairy fuck, you might call him Chris Brat,
Like Benjamin Bratt?
like Jedediah.
Jedediah Bratt.
Jebediah.
I have a mustache. How is this Amish? Look,
Amish people have mustaches too?
I got. It's a mustache.
All right.
What's coming up after that?
We're going back to the Star Wars and the Solo, a Star Wars story is coming out May 25th.
This worries me.
Bad. It's going to be really,
I don't know.
really
so bad.
Ron
I think Disney moved the date up or whatever. They're not worried about Deadpool because they're like, okay, thank God, maybe it'll just get forgotten and we can say it did poorly because everything else came out around the same time as it.
Yeah.
And we can just chalk it up to.
I don't think it's going to
we
be
tried.
a blockbuster as far as the Star Wars movies go, but I think it'll do well. I'm curious. I'm really interested because I've always wanted to find out his backstory.
I don't like the
wanted-
actor.
No.
He's-
Keep Solo. I want an Obi-Wan movie. Give me my Obi-Wan movie.
Ewan McGregor has been fucking hinting at that shit.
I want an Obi-Wan movie. I've always was curious about Obi-Wan.
I wanted Anakin movies too, but oh wait, we had them. But oh, well.
Amy said mouse rat rocked. Mouse rat.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about this being... Disney execs are afraid of this movie coming out from what, like, the rumor mill is pumping out.
Yeah, well, they call it fan service, which
Yeah.
is not a good adjective for a film if you
No.
just make.
It's gonna flop. Like I said, it's gonna flop as far as Star Wars movies go.
I think they're
Nicola,
hoping for Rogue One, and they're not going to catch that again.
No,
Nicola
No,
Tuckwell
Rogue One
said
is such
Coco's
a-
not doing well in Australia either.
Rogue One is...
we moved
Such
on
an
from Coco. Trent.
awesome
Pay attention.
I'm reading old comments. Hold on.
Keep up. Stop
Read them to
watching-
yourself.
He's trying to find the ones that support his beliefs.
See, but... And here's the other thing with Rogue One. When you look at Rogue One, they weren't known characters in that movie.
Exactly. They could do whatever they wanted to with them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
But Rogue One was amazing.
yeah, but you also
Yeah,
look at a
that's
Star
what I'm
Wars
saying.
movie that
It's a fresh
didn't
story.
focus around the Force.
Or the Skywalkers.
It's not even the Skywalker so much because almost
I am the Force is with me. I am the Force is with me.
But he
He
was a
didn't
Force
have
user.
no damn force.
He was
He
a
was
Force
fucking
user.
blind!
So
So
was
How do you know where all
Daredevil.
that shit was coming from?
So was
Daredevil.
Daredevil.
I
Devil
think-
doesn't use a Force.
No, I think that was the beginning of the spoilers. Spoilers! Last Jedi with the little kid with the broom. Anybody can be a fucking Jedi. I think that guy was the beginning of that entire storyline.
No,
No.
absolutely
No way.
not. You need
Oh.
to know. You need to
I
learn more
can't
about
be
Star
the
Wars
only.
history.
You can't be right all the time, Adam. That's what it was.
You know what?
Why
Maybe
would
that guy
that
was
be?
raised dead.
I am the Force is with me.
There
Why
you
would he
go.
say that? Why would he say
He's
that if he didn't have
chanting.
the
He's
Force?
a monk. How the?
And he was
He's
a
a
protector
crazy
of. He was a
blind
Jedi
man.
protector. Why would he say that if he didn't?
But
have
he
the Force?
wasn't. It. You have to be careful because it. But even if he was a Jedi, it wasn't based.
I didn't
on,
say Jedi. I said
Whatever.
Force user. I
Fine,
didn't
he
say
was
Jedi.
a Force user. Was the movie based on him?
No, but he was fucking a
No, but I want-
major
That's
character.
my point. This is the first
wanna see a movie
movie
about
that
him.
wasn't based around
And,
the
and the
Force.
guy with the Gatling gun.
There might
Yes,
have been a
oh,
Force
yes.
user in the movie, but it wasn't based on him. Follow what I mean now?
But he was still a Force user.
Oh Christ! You're
There was
not
no evidence of him
following.
using a
Never
Force.
mind. Next.
Yeah, next.
Also, Rogue One was one of the few movies I've ever cried at when it was the very end. It wasn't when the planet blew up. It was when I saw Carrie Fisher It was right after she died, and it was real
Oh,
bad.
see, I cried when I saw Vader.
Dude, that Vader scene was so fucking hyped, though. Oh my god!
And then I cried when Princess Leia came on the screen, because it was right after
Princess
literally
Leia. That
she died,
shit fucked me up so hard. And Stephanie can attest. I don't cry at fucking any movies, but oh my god, that shit fucked me up so hard. Oh my god, it was so bad.
I'm just gonna put this post up from Amy real quick, because this is what happens every time we record.
Yeah, involved in the Star Wars.
Yep. Okay, Tim, what you got next?
Oh, everybody's excited for this one, and if you shit on this one, Trenton, I'm hanging up on you right now. The Incredibles 2.
Yes!
No, I'm not scared.
I'm not.
I am.
I need me some Incredibles.
You just need Mo. Edna. Mo.
Oh, yes. Oh, speaking of which, we got a package in the mail this week from Hair. And it was the Edna Mode Christmas ornament from the Disney store, which we almost bought right before Christmas, but I talked myself out of it. I kept putting it back, and he actually sent it to us, and that was pretty cool. It's one of my favorite Disney non-main character. She's not a sidekick, but she's like a secondary character, but I just love Edna Mode.
She's a catalyst.
Yeah.
Yes.
No capes. Don't look back, darling. It distracts from the now.
That might be.
I mean, she's literally the whole reason that The Incredibles existed, because she is the one who was pushing everybody to get back into being superheroes again. She's out of a job.
Hey, Adam, can you put Chris Trossel's last one on the screen?
No, because I have to put Kyle's first. Because Kyle just... How many old kung fu movies have you seen with blind guys?
Those old kung fu motherfuckers weren't in the Star Wars goddamn universe, okay? That motherfucker knows the Force. That's what it is. That
doesn't know the Force. He was a Force protector.
The whole fucking thing. He's got that shit in him. It's like Scott with Friends. It's inside of him.
I like making Baby Beer angry.
Got friends inside of him. That guy's got the fucking Force.
Well, hello, if you pay attention to movies, the Force is within everybody. The Force is within everything living. It revolves around everybody.
Yeah, that's why they went away from the mitochondrians.
He's not a Force. He's a Force user.
Right, that's what I fucking said.
Yes, but
my point, he was a Force user.
Trenton, my whole point was that the focus of the movie wasn't on Force users. That was my only point, and you took it someplace totally different.
Who was shooting at this guy anyway? Who was shooting at the blind guy?
Everybody.
Everybody in the world! They didn't get shot!
Stormtroopers.
Amazing!
Right?
And they miss everything.
Not known for being accurate. If you believe what Obi-Wan says about him, sure, but they don't have a good track record.
And Chris, the Star Wars episode is coming. That's all I'm saying. Spoiler alert: Star Wars.
It's not going to be
coming.
One episode.
We're not going to talk.
It's going to be at least 8.
It's going to be a series. Probably it has to be a series. All right, let's go. Moving on. Ant-Man and the Wasp on July 6th.
Not excited for this.
Not excited for this.
I think my opinion, Ant-Man 1. I wanted to dislike it. I really wanted to hate it. And I enjoyed it, but I think it's one of those, it was good one time.
Yeah.
Don't need another one because...
One and done. Yeah, I agree.
You don't have to keep giving him movies to keep putting him in movies. You know, he can keep coming on the Avengers movies, and maybe it's just because I'm not a Paul Rudd fan. I don't know.
We know you're not a Paul Rudd fan.
I'm a Paul Rudd fan, but Paul Rudd is known for doing rom-coms. He's not an action hero. Which
is perfect because when you're wearing a suit with a mask, you don't have to be the guy in the suit with the mask, so he can still go to craft services while someone else comes in and does the action and adventure.
I like the first one.
He could be the next Meg Ryan movie. So yeah, I don't either.
Fucking Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan's still alive?
That's what I was just thinking.
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Does she still look the same? Like, is her the same?
Probably not. Sure. Probably not.
No, she's actually gone more over toward the Sybil Shepherd, I think, here as of late.
This next movie, I don't know how to feel about it. I'm kind of ambivalent. It's Disney's Christopher Robin, and that's due out August 3rd.
Oh, Trenton's looking forward to this.
Because he likes a little poo.
You know what? It's some motherfucker probably sitting in his room and he eats a bunch of mushrooms and he sees all his fucking childhood friends again.
Puff the magic dragon,
live by the sea.
Well, right. from what now I'm getting this is from ohmydisney.com, and from what they're saying is it's actually Christopher Robin's grown up.
Can we say Hook?
Right, that's what it is. He's grown up and he's got like a problem in his life, and he fucking calls on his childhood friends, which happen to be a bear, a donkey, and a fucking bouncing tiger.
That's high as fuck.
Why are you so angry all the time, Trent?
Because he's an angry little Amish man.
Pooh is terrible. Pooh is not.
God, you know what? Tomorrow night is gonna suck.
It's the same plot as Hook.
Yeah.
It's the same exact. Hook was one of my favorite movies. Well, it's Robin Williams, but
God, may he rest in peace.
Yeah, but it was just such a good movie.
Because Will Smith being the genie is fucking blasphemy. God damn it.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a whole other show. There now,
Let's go. Let's hold
we cannot go there. We cannot go there. I'm so
angry. Reel it in, Trent. Reel it in. All right. I'm excited for this next one. The Nutcracker in the Four Realms due out November 2nd. Yes.
No one is.
It looks like another Alice in Wonderland.
I liked Alice in Wonderland.
But did we need two of them?
But I love the Nutcracker story. That's one of my favorite Christmas time plays.
Get it.
I don't know, between that and The Wrinkle in Time, it's like...
Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. Stop.
What do you think, Adam?
Sorry.
I gotta pee.
Oh, keep going, Tim.
Go quick.
Oh, yeah, because I can finish my list.
Hurry!
All right, so next is Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet.
I am looking forward to this movie. Nobody cares.
I think they're going to have a lot of missed opportunities.
He looks like he's
really do.
Yeah, because they're jumping way ahead. But
I would like to see Wreck-It Ralph in World of Warcraft.
But they're not going to get that IP. So I mean, he can be in like an MMO.
Yeah, he can be an MMO or RPG, but it's not going to be World of Warcraft.
So a better question is, if you see him in an MMO, will it be Star Wars Online?
No, it'll be like a generic barbarian warrior type game, hinting at...
Will there be a Kingdom Hearts crossover?
Well, see, that's what I wanted. I wanted to do like console gaming first. But they're jumping straight from arcade games to...
But how would Ralph get in, and Vanellope get into a console game without the internet?
How are they getting out of...
How are they getting into different arcade games?
Into the internet?
Well, when you figure out how they were able to cross into other games, they would go through the power lines, right?
Console games have power lines.
Yes, but console games are dedicated boxes, right? Pretty much. Not console games. Like arcade games are dedicated boxes. Console games, you take out the disc, the game's over.
Not anymore. Everything is like digital download now. That's where everything's going.
Digital download comes from where? The internet. There's your answer. So they can open up two console games through the internet, I think. But I don't see them. They can't even get the freaking Kingdom Hearts games out.
Maybe that's why they're waiting, because Wreck-It Ralph is going to be in it.
Dude, they announced the freaking Big Hero 6 Land. I just want to play that. Just give me that portion of this game, and I will be happy and shut up.
Yeah,
but Square Enix is... put their thumbs up their ass, and they're waiting forever to do things.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, fuck.
What? Can we move on?
No, look.
You went to the bathroom? Did that...
No, this is stuff that Chris and Lauren brought me. They saw the movie in Florida when it came out. Okay. I don't like it, but it's still cool shit.
Well, if you don't want it, you can send it to me.
I didn't say I didn't want it, motherfucker.
We don't like the movie, so why are you going to keep the swag?
Because... I don't know. Trading cards.
I Rogue One book.
I'm just giving them a fucking shout out because I fucking love
them. Did you read it?
Yes. This was from C-Man.
You guys love buttons. How about this, Tim? You jealous? Look at this button.
No. Not jealous.
You love buttons.
What comes out after that, Tim?
Well, the last movie for 2018 is Mary Poppins Returns, and that comes out on Christmas Day.
Terrible. Scared.
So am I.
Scared.
Stupid.
You know what? Give me the Mary Poppins story that we saw on Broadway.
Do you know why I'm scared?
Why?
Because there's a spider in the room?
3 words. Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh god.
No, you see, but he's not writing any music for it, I don't think. He's just in it.
He's just with Emily Blunt so far, but I guarantee you he's got something to do with the score.
Emily Blunt doesn't work for me as a Mary Poppins.
No, me either.
I just, we were lucky enough to see the show on Broadway. And they changed it enough that I think it would have been a successful revival movie. They changed up the songs. Supercalifragilistic was done totally differently. I would have liked to see that translated more than kind of a rework. That's just my opinion on it. If you listen to the soundtrack, just the way some of the songs are reworked, it's not an exact copy, so you didn't miss Julie Andrews' amazing voice through it, in my opinion.
Tim, what do we got? 2 more animated films for 2018?
That's it for 2018.
And it just started.
Yeah. And 2019 so far is leaving me a little lackluster. I'm just going to... There's only one movie that I'm kind of looking forward to. We'll just read through all of them, and then we can say what we think about them. I'm not going to go through each one of them. So far, first up, we got Dumbo in March 29th, 2019. There's an untitled Disney Toon Studios film for April 12th. We don't know what that is yet, but they're hinting at it's going to explore the future of aviation, so I'm thinking maybe Planes 3.
Oh God, help us, Mary!
I've never seen a Planes movie
in that show. Sorry.
Don't bother. Okay, we'll wait till we're done first.
Yeah. So then, May 24th, we have a live-action Aladdin, and we already touched on that. Down with Will Smith. We don't want that. Toy Story 4 is June 21st, 2019. This is the only one that I'm really excited for.
It's not coming out. Sorry.
What?
They keep on pushing it back. They don't have a good storyline.
Why would it not come out?
Because it was already supposed to come out in 2018, and they keep on pushing it back. They do not have a good storyline for this one. I'm sorry.
So next up, then we have Artemis Fowl, due August 9th, 2019. I know nothing about this. Of course, then we have Episode 9 of Star Wars, due December 20th. I'm excited for that one. Lion King does not have a date yet, and I'm so on this one due to some of the casting choices. And live action retelling of Mulan also does not have a date. And there's also an untitled.
I'm so excited about that.
Wasn't Mulan pushed back as well, I want to say?
It might be. That's probably why it does not have a date. And then there's also an untitled Pixar movie coming out that has to do with a suburban fantasy world with turtles, elves, sprites, and unicorns.
I'm going to go on record saying that I think... Hold on.
You're going to go on record saying that you think?
Good answer.
I think Mulan...
Trenton, thanks.
I think Mulan's my favorite princess.
She's not a princess.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. But
she was not born to or from a royal.
So you don't think Mulan's a Disney princess?
She's not.
She's not a princess. Just like Pocahontas is not a princess.
Should we ask what people think?
No, because it doesn't matter what they think. They're not princesses. They're as much a princess as I go in there and say, Boston, you're my little prince.
You could tell them that. People tell their daughters that they're princesses in fucking Disney every day.
Please.
And they sit on a throne of lies. It's marketing.
Shut up, Tim. Family joke.
Yeah.
But also, so all I was going to say is Mulan came out right when
Puberty.
Why is it that this fucking camera keeps...
No.
Oh, hey, crotch.
Mikey.
The ball, my ball was covering my crotch.
Mulan came out right when my dad and my stepmother at the time were adopting my my little sister, and she's from China. So Mulan was very... I don't even know how to explain it.
Relevant?
It was.
It helped you too if you bond.
It was relevant, but at the same time, it was. I have this new sister. She's Chinese. I understand. She's probably my favorite sibling, to be honest with you.
She dresses like
But
a man.
I really grew an attachment to Mulan and the culture of where she came from because of the movie. And I don't know. I don't want to say I don't know from China because that's stupid because my sister's from China. But I don't know how people feel about that movie culturally. But I have a huge attachment to that movie. I really like that movie. Mulan is incredible to me. So I'm really excited for the live action version of that. But I don't want them to fuck it up. I'm
Okay,
very
so
worried
now-
about them
They're gonna fuck it up.
You know it's not going to be a musical, right?
Yeah, I mean, would you consider the animation version a musical?
Yeah, a little bit.
The lead
I mean, there's a
character
lot of
sings
singing,
song.
but I don't know.
There's more than one or two songs in it that are sung by major characters. So yeah, I would consider it a
I
musical.
would say the most songs from a Disney movie on my phone right now are from Mulan. That's probably true.
I don't think I have any songs from Mulan on my
I
phone.
do.
Let's get down to
I have
business.
that one. That's the
There's
only
Mary.
one.
There you go. I have that. I have like 4 or
Jack
5.
Chan.
Who is this girl I see? That from Mulan
See,
as well?
Kyle Ostrander said, wasn't Pocahontas a princess in her tribe? I'm pretty sure that's true.
No.
They don't
she
have
was not a
princesses.
princess in her tribe. She wasn't a princess, I think, until she married the other guy. Or almost
No,
married
there's not
him.
even.
No.
They don't even have kings.
They have
There's
chiefs.
no king, so there's no princess.
The chief.
The chief.
Same thing with Moana. Moana wasn't a
Oh,
princess.
so you don't think Moana's a
Moana
princess?
is not
She's
a
not a
princess.
princess.
But I guess technically, in maybe translation, could be considered a princess type character.
She was the
In
chief's
translation,
daughter.
Translation.
but that
They
doesn't
weren't kings; they were chiefs.
exactly. It's not a monarchy.
So Chris Trossel said, my daughter is a goddamn princess. Don't make me fight. LOL. See?
Okay. Because that has to do with everything that's going on.
Right, but that's my point.
We're not discounting
It's
anybody's
relevant.
Exactly.
All their
Trenton,
daughters
you said,
princesses.
but that's my point. Let me tell you why I'm right. Let me cherry pick these
And
answers.
yell and scream, pretty much.
I liked him better when he was yelling at the TV.
You mean turn it back on?
The game's already over. Who are you kidding?
Ask who goes to.
That game was over when overtime
Oh my
started.
gosh.
Adam, have you got park
Oh my gosh,
news?
wait, I'm trying to read what Stephanie wrote. She wrote a full
yeah.
paragraph. There's a lot of
About
words that just
Pocahontas.
popped up in the middle of the screen.
With Stephanie.
So she's pretty much saying that Pocahontas was a whore because she had 2 love interests.
Why would she be a whore?
I'm
Maybe
joking.
Maybe
I'm
she was in
joking.
a throuple.
Maybe she just trifling. No,
Right,
let's
that's
be
what we
honest.
said.
She was
She
hedging
was-
her bets.
Yes, that's it.
Yes.
Especially in those
She was
times.
hedging her bets. She's actually pretty smart.
I mean, they did go across, and if everybody played the Oregon Trail, it's amazing that all 3 of them lived.
Yeah, nobody died of
wait,
dysentery.
wait.
I never could fjord that river.
The what trail?
The Oregon
Oregon
Trail.
Trail.
The video game.
Oregon?
It's way before your time.
Yes.
Have you heard of an Apple IIe?
No, I know what the Oregon
Commodore
Trail is.
64.
What's the Oregon Trail?
Oh my god, I pronounced something different than you do. It must be wrong, Trenton.
I agree. I'm glad you see things my way.
The Origin Trail.
The Origin Trail. From
It
Sierra
was the first-
Origin.
I'm about to die of fucking dysentery. Jesus Christ.
If only.
Orgasm Trail?
I have dysentery. I'm dead. I
Yes,
can't shoot
everybody
food.
dies from dysentery.
Or you
I drowned in the river.
fjord the river and drown.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. I had like one ox because some thief came and stole it, and I went out trying to hunt and got a horrible shot.
And then you got dysentery and died like
All that
everybody.
dirty bison meat.
I can only shoot for 45-degree angles.
Kyle Ocean is right. Native American tribes were the American version of monarchies. The chief of the land was the ruler, and the next in line was his heir, which is a monarchy.
Patriarchy. It was never the woman.
Yeah. Patriarchy.
not-
There's
What
a
do you know?
difference. There's a huge difference.
Chief.
Chris
is not a
Russell
king.
also said,
What?
"We ride together, we die together, bad boys for fucking life, motherfucker."
But
Get
that's
you.
what we said. Technically, she's their version
nothing.
of princess.
She's nothing. Because it wasn't handed down to the women. She's still nothing.
So you don't think
She's still royalty, though.
She's nothing.
She's respected within the tribe.
She's respected in the tribe, but she's not like the level of... She will
We
never
need
have
to get
power
in touch
as
with
a queen.
a Native American on this.
Do we have any in the group?
I'm
only
like,
1/8
yeah, Trenton.
Black
Like
foot.
every other white person who's 1/64th Native American. I gotta get that card so we get the free
I was
health care.
kidding. I was
Free
kidding.
college.
You just started
Oh, my free
that
college.
so triggered. Jesus. Oh my god.
Oh my
That
goodness!
was probably
Yeah.
Did your asshole just rip?
I think he just... No, I think that chair just ripped.
Full episiotomy? Did you just fucking just...
He just blew a hole in
God.
that chair.
Hey, I don't sound like no virgin.
People that live in this apartment after Mikey are going to be like, what the fuck happened here?
Somebody
I got a
died?
Cincy right there, buddy. I got Cincy right there. Okay, Adam, give us some park news. Let's
Well,
clear the air.
I actually have
So to
some
speak.
random news. I guess that's the best way to put it.
Somebody said Mulan is the only one not considered a princess. Love you guys, but y'all stress me out. Move on.
But she actually said Milan.
Milan.
So she said
No, she's
Milan.
Italian.
She said
Oh,
Italian.
The fuck?
Milan.
Pepperidge Farm?
Milano.
Italian.
They are the princess of the cookies.
And you know what, Stephanie? We would move on, but your boyfriend keeps hashing up old shit, so...
Amen. I'm gonna start calling him my ex-wife's name.
Ooh.
Burn!
So
We
we
can-
have some park news, and this is just spanning randomness around the park pretty much. So we have Jumbo House going cash-free in the news. Basically, you will not be able to pay for goods and services using cash. So that includes the store, food purchases, anything like that. So what does everybody feel about that? It doesn't bother me. I never use
Well, I
cash
mean,
when
we
I'm
don't pay
there.
cash anyway. The only thing we use cash for is tips.
Which
I
they're still gonna
should pay
take
the
cash for tips. I mean, who
They
doesn't?
will still take cash for tips, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't. You know, when my family travels, we are the exact opposite. We travel with cash for the most part because we don't trust our spending habits with attaching something to a credit card.
Well, with that said, you can still load your account at the front desk with cash.
Yeah, I saw that. That just you've added a step.
I'm just going to
Yeah.
warn you, Mikey, because you're going on the cruise. Most cruises do not accept cash payments anywhere on the boat.
Well, and thank you because we'll need to know that.
Yeah, most cruises, from what I've been on and experienced, they do not accept cash. So,
Which I'm so excited. 7 months.
woohoo!
I know. Well, I mean, we'll have
No,
to change
9 months.
our spending habits for that. But historically, we've gone twice, and both my wife she makes her own envelopes on the Cricut, and she folds them, and she names them, and she types them and everything. So they're all custom, and they're Disney, and you know, we got Monday's envelope money, and Tuesday's envelope money, and Wednesday's envelope money.
But
That's
how
a good-
much money do you usually spend at your resort?
Fucking all of it.
No,
At the resort?
At the resort?
If we have an envelope for resort money, we spend all
They spend all that money before they get on the bus to the park.
really at the resort. Well, I don't know. I went down and I had a beer, and then I had a beer, and then I had
Here.
a Long Island, and I got a wine.
And also, if you want to go
They give you souvenirs. I got
me
some
on
souvenirs.
the cruise, you can go fund me that shit.
Or you can just come and join us instead.
Nope, go fund me instead. I'll have a better time than you.
Little angry person. I think having you on a boat's like having the Hulk on a helicarrier.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Like fucking Titanic. We'll all be sitting on the door while he's freezing in the water.
We're going to be kicking at him. No, Jack, you can't get on here, Jack. No.
My heart will go on. Go away.
Tell Stephanie you loved her.
Women and children first.
Is he telling us to be quiet?
It kind of
Fuck
looks
you.
like he's telling us the 1 second, so what's happening?
He's coming.
Ghost.
He's coming.
Who's coming?
Well, who else is down there helping her?
We done pissed off Stephanie.
I've arrived.
Woo! And she is gone.
I have those same pajama pants.
Hey, Tim, come back and show your pajama pictures on.
I'm not surprised. You wear LuLaRoe.
He said he does. Look.
That's the weirdest shit ever.
Are those, is that Olaf? Oh, no, I don't have
It is
this.
Olaf.
I have some blue snowman pajama pants. They're not like that.
Tips are still accepted, but they're
Yeah.
just not.
Modern.
I'm going to tip
You
you one.
also
I'll give you,
tip
I'll
in
give you a
cash
tip
because it's
later if you
not
want.
reported.
What are you guys talking about?
She knows what we're talking about because she's paying attention on the live feed. She was just commenting.
By the time she gets down there, she'll be caught up.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
She will get down there in time to see her leave, which will fuck with her head.
Aw, Diet Coke, isn't it cute?
That's my fucking figure, man. Quit making fun of me.
What is that, rotund?
You know what? You get rid of that two. You get rid of the T, and you just got round.
Aw, did I
Aw.
make you? Aw.
I'm rotund without the T, brother.
Well, if
Round
you
in the
ran
shape.
with us, Trenton, maybe you'd be better.
You what?
If he actually started training for the race that we're all doing in November,
That we're all doing that. I'm not fucking doing.
My training
obviously.
starts Monday.
All right. So next up for news, we have nurses are going to be actually on sites at some of the resorts, and this is starting at Trenton. You'll be happy, a value resort.
It's because most motherfuckers get hurt there because there's a bunch of dumb idiots.
I give up. I surrender. I
There's so many
give up.
sharp edges and broken beds in the reality resort.
So much shitty stuff.
Oh my God! There is no making Baby Bear happy. 12-year-old boy figure. Don't I fucking wish I have a beer gut like you wouldn't believe.
It's a whiskey gut. It's
When we first started this podcast, it was beer gut.
Yes, this is true.
Well, no, because the first 3 episodes of this podcast, I was drinking nothing but Macallan 12 double cask.
Well. Hasn't been replaced yet, has it?
It has actually, yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
I've had 1 bottle in the last 6 months.
Okay.
The rest has been bourbon. I've been buying bourbon.
Okay, Adam, you said something about medical personnel.
Yes, nurses at the resorts. I don't think this is a bad idea. I just wonder what they're going to charge.
I don't know if they should charge. Yeah.
They didn't say anything about these, but it's Disney, so
It's any medical service. I can't not picture there being a charge for it. They're going to have to pay a salary.
If they're just giving out like headache medicine, that's one thing. But if they're having to assess a situation, I don't know though, because they're not going to be doing any type of trauma or anything.
It depends on, when you think of a nurse, it depends on what they mean by an RN. Do they mean a physician's assistant RN who can actually prescribe medicine?
Registered nurse.
Or do they just mean a registered nurse, which is just kind of like a school doctor?
Well, it doesn't say
School nurse
PA, it
who
says
can't
RN.
even give you an aspirin without getting in trouble.
Why does it say random?
What kind of
It's not
nurse
a
is
random
Uncle Tim?
topic. What?
What kind of nurse is Uncle Tim?
A full-blooded nurse.
yeah.
It's an RN. It's the highest.
I kind of want to see Uncle Tim as a nurse in Disney.
That would
in
be
a
awesome.
Disney nurse costume.
I would get hurt on purpose just so I can hang
So
out with
would
the
I.
motherfucker.
Because
You'd be that guy who comes into ER with back pain and needs some pain medication.
Uncle Tim hooked me up with some Motrin.
You got any Oxy, Uncle Tim? Yeah!
No, they
Pour
won't
that
have
codeine
that.
right into this cup of Sprite.
Yeah, Amy said it just now. A physician assistant and a nurse practitioner can prescribe meds. An RN cannot. So,
Well, but they can give you Tylenol.
what?
They can give you Tylenol and a Band-Aid.
I don't know what they can give you.
Hey, listen, when I was in school, they gave me a rag with green soap on it.
Kyle says the nurses in the parks are free.
Okay,
So what do they do? So maybe it would be the same thing in the resorts as well.
it's possible.
But all they do is give you a heat or a cold pack and,
Well, it's not said what they're going to do in the resorts too. They're probably just going to maybe stabilize you or whatever if you need medical attention from EMS or what have you.
No, we need
They need
on-site
somebody to work the AED
medical
paddles.
centers at every resort, and
So,
I
if I
want
go
nanobots.
So if I go to them with a hangover, will they give me like Tylenol and like?
Goody powder.
Yeah, seriously.
Goody
They'll
powder
send you
and
to the
some
pool
Pedialyte.
bar so you can get some hair of the dog.
There you go.
I saw it like 2 days ago that Pedialyte introduced Pedialyte for adults for hangovers.
Shut up.
Yes.
It's really the same thing.
Yes. It was an ad on Facebook of Pedialyte for hangovers. I gotta
It's
buy
called
some.
Pedia Heavy,
Yeah.
or I guess that'd be Senior Light. Maybe I don't know.
I
For
mean,
Pop Pop it is.
I'm going to be honest though with these two announcements though. It
Think it
sounds
might
like
sure.
they're making their resorts run more like a cruise ship. Because a cruise ship normally has a doctor on board or some sort of medical that you can pay for, and you usually don't pay for cash for anything except for tips.
Yeah,
So I wonder if this is kind of them trying to combine the two a little bit better so you have kind of a similar experience on all of it.
I honestly wonder though how many people actually have need for a nurse at resorts. Out of value, I honest to God can't see it being needed nearly as much as at some resorts that have activities. For instance,
Well, values have activities.
Value still
Wilderness
activities.
Lodge.
They all have activities.
I mean, like to the extent of Wilderness Lodge has activities. They have
Like horseback
activities.
riding and yeah.
Well,
You know,
I mean,
I don't mean pool volleyball or whatever the hell they're doing.
that's
you
when
know,
most
something-
people get hurt.
Yeah.
I mean,
Especially when you
think
have a
about
few
pool
too many
volleyball,
hippopotamitis and you jump in the pool and
yeah, pool
But you gotta-
volleyball is
or you
is an
stay underwater
accident
too
waiting to
long
happen.
at the big blue pool listening to the music.
Am I the only person who doesn't swim in pools in Disney because they're full of pee?
You're that guy, huh?
It's the chlorine's for.
I mean, I'll be the fucking Great Cornholio. I don't give a shit.
Do you swim in the ocean?
No.
Where do you swim?
Where do I swim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Private pools?
Who's?
So
Do you private
Well-
pools have pee in it?
Less pee than Disney pools?
No, I doubt it.
There's
every
more
pool-
pee in
except
private
for- listen,
pools than Disney pools.
If you have a pool in your backyard that only you use
Yeah.
and you don't pee in it, that's the only pool that does not have pee in it. I'm sorry to tell
Anthony's
you.
parents' pool is the only pool I pretty much swim in.
There you go.
Well, that's a private pool then.
That's what I just fucking said!
Do you have a pool in your complex?
Yeah, I don't swim in that shit.
Ebony, that is the best story. Ebony once treated a kid for a burnt tongue from the marshmallows at Yacht Beach Club.
but that's
Ebony, what am I
not a
so...
value.
No.
Toby Dawn says, pools everywhere are full of pee. Our entire world is full of pee. She's right.
Just right.
Wait,
It's
hold on,
not
hold on,
a
Ebony,
value.
Ebony said you're so straight on, Trenton. What am I so straight on about, Ebony?
Who knows?
I think she's just leading you on and baiting you.
Pretty
I mean,
much.
let's be honest.
I was really cool about New Zealand earlier, so...
It's like 4 a.m. for her right now.
I love the fact that she's still hanging out with us.
So Toby Dawn furthers her comment, says even the backyard pool has pee. It leaches in through rainwater runoff, and she's a biologist, so she knows what she's talking about.
See that comment.
Well, because
Well,
it
you're
doesn't support your narrative.
Right? He's filtering out the ones that don't
See,
support.
Ebony
this.
said not swimming in Disney pools. That shit's fucking nasty.
We swim in Disney pools.
That's gross.
It's been a while.
Oh yeah.
Well, how is it gross?
They're full of pee!
No, it's full
Chlorine
of water
kills
that's been
pee.
treated, so urine isn't an issue. You mean
like-
to tell me you go to the bathroom, you've never had a little bit run down your leg?
But it's his own, it's different.
That's a-
But yeah, that's different. Mine, the guy beside me's peeing, I'm in flip flops, and it gets on my toes. Just like, this is pee. Mine, his, who cares?
He
I'm
missed
not
the urinal.
swimming in my own piss.
Oh, and we are so wrong. It's 4:30 in the afternoon, not 4:30 in the morning.
it's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. Oh my God! So Ebony Hines is a time traveler.
Ebony, hi.
Let us know how the show turns out.
No.
The parts per million to
Because
urine to
tomorrow's
water to
topic is
chlorine
gonna be-
is minimal.
I don't
Just
even
don't
care.
fucking swallow this
It's
shit.
still gross to me. I don't want any part of it.
All right.
It's gross when there's like 100 people in a 40-person pool. But if you got room
Welcome to
move-
the All-Stars, motherfucker! Yeah.
It's gross when the big brown shark comes. That's when it's
Oh
gross.
my god.
That's when you just drain the pool and you
like
eat
some
it.
Caddyshack shit.
No, that's Eddie Murphy.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah, Chris, I pee in the
Making
fucking
it-
shower, Chris, but I pee down the fucking drain. Two people in the world: the people that pee in the shower and liars.
Okay, you pee in that drain though. It doesn't go right down it immediately because the water is there and it
It gets
disperses
all over your
the shape and you
toes,
don't
feet.
piss.
Mine goes down the drain. You gotta fucking clean that shit out, dude. Was your full of hair?
No? Do you see his head?
Rick goes, how much shit do you think is in his beard? And he's worried about piss.
Oh shit.
He didn't say he's worried about piss part. I added that, but he's like, how much do you think is in that beard? Yesterday's tacos. That's what's in that
I could
beard.
say something totally off color right now. and I'm not-
I went with Mikey on that one, and we're gonna leave that alone. Anyway, on to a
There's
little.
bites in your beard.
Ron
Okay,
White?
we're still not done.
We're not done yet. Yeah, let's move on.
All right. So, on to a little bit of sad news. The namesake of Monsieur Paul has actually passed away at 91 years old. He actually opened the restaurant, and it pays homage to Chef Paul Bocuse. And I'm sure I'm killing the pronunciation of that.
You're right, Bocuse.
Oh, look at me. He's actually one of the 3 chefs who opens Le Chefs de France in Epcot in 1982. Bocuse was named Chef of the Century in 2011 by the Culinary Institute of America and received 3 Michelin stars for 50 straight years at his famous Lyon, France restaurant.
Okay, I'm doing the math real quick. Was he for the century of 1900?
Yeah,
Or
probably.
Yeah?
that takes 11 years to vote on?
What? Yeah, I don't know.
I can't math right now. I'm gonna have
Well,
a
you
bottle
said
of Weller.
2011 he was
Yeah.
named Chef of the Century. That takes 11 years to figure out who the greatest chef is for 1900 to 2000?
I don't know.
I'm just...
invited
How many motherfuckers
to
were
the
alive
nomination
for that, though? I mean, like, how can you judge that?
Listen, this
Right?
is kind of sad because Monsieur Paul is one of our favorite restaurants. It's not the favorite restaurant on property, but his son runs
Jerome Bocuse.
Monsieur Paul's.
Yes.
So it'll still continue the way it has been, but I mean, he's a culinary god to most people, whether you're professional chefs or home cooks.
Or not so professional.
I was the first one to learn about it. It was from a chef blog. It wasn't even from a Disney thing.
So
So-
let's pour one out for Paul Bocuse.
Monsieur,
Monsieur Bocuse.
merci beaucoup, s'il vous plaît.
Oh,
Oui, oui.
enchanté.
I feel like your guys are being offensive now.
Canada.
Wait, just
Why are you
now?
being offensive right now?
Oh.
I'm part French. I can't be
Yeah.
offensive to French people.
We're offensive, but the guy who decided to learn about his sister's culture went and watched a Disney movie.
Yeah,
Watch
that's
Mulan.
not offensive. That's okay.
That's cultural appropriation.
I said it was fucking helpful. I didn't say I learned the entire...
You did.
It
You
takes
did.
place in a
You did that.
whole different time and age from when she
Rewind
grew
the
up in
tape.
China.
You rewind the
I
tape.
just love the fact that as like I
They've
can
come a
picture.
long way since
No,
then.
but just think of like younger Trenton thinking that this is what China is, and that's how I took that.
I'll let you be on my baseball team. You ain't got to dress up like a boy.
It was pretty helpful to learn about why girls were thrown away in Chinese culture, though.
That didn't start until a little more recently.
Oh, really? Because my sister was found in a park when she was 2 days
How old
old.
is your sister?
What year was that?
She's 14, so...
What year did Mulan take place?
Right, but it's still the same thing.
It's actually worse now.
It's still the same thing.
Well, it is the same thing, but
It's
it wasn't a thing back then.
It's still the same thing.
how is that the same? thing?
Girls in Chinese culture being valued less than boys is still a fucking thing,
Matt,
and it was
too much
still
fun.
then.
Matt Holmesy says it takes so little to get Trenton going.
fine. It was just a joke, Trenton. I was just picking on you a little bit. Jeez.
You know what? Is the sister coming to Disney World with you?
She's not.
Has she been to Disney World?
She has.
How old was she when she went?
You can't math right now.
I don't think any of us can math right
I
now.
don't just can math right now.
How many years ago was it? If she's 14 now, I got you
I
covered.
think she was 10.
Okay, so 4 years
Okay,
ago.
and I just have to bring up a comment that, as a general whole, girls and women are less valued in a lot of cultures, period. It's not just Chinese. It's strict religious Jews. It's a majority of cultures that have that kind of mindset where women are subservient or less than.
Did she meet Mulan?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Oh, okay. Damn it. I actually had a good line of questions to go on.
No, I
With
didn't.
that wouldn't have been.
So,
I had some serious.
We're going down a sticky road right now.
Her mother
road?
and my father are not together anymore, so I didn't get to go with her.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
Chris goes, I know math so good. No, we're not mathing so good right
she's
now.
still my favorite sibling, and she's adopted. So.
you talk to her a whole lot? Never mind. This is now. I'm just
yes.
talking.
Yeah, this is the topic for off.
I talk to her often. Yes, I love her very much.
Slanchi to sister.
All right, I'm out of mixer, so it's just straight gin now. Cheers.
Oh, fuck. There we go.
Michael
Who's gonna help
Fernandez,
people
how's
to
the
gin?
game? We lost in overtime, and it made me want to fucking murder everyone in the room.
So that's why he's so angry
And-
tonight, folks.
You're literally the only person in that room. So
Besides the ghost,
should we call the
who's sitting on
hotline?
the chair right there.
Oh shit, Trenton, is that door moving again?
I don't know. Is it?
I could have sworn I saw it move.
Your hockey stick moved from earlier.
Did it?
Yeah, it was pointing the other way.
Yeah. It's inching closer to your computer setup.
That surely does freak me out.
No, seriously, it was like right now. I think the bottom strikey part of the hockey stick, the blade.
Strikey.
The blade.
Spoken like a true non-Canadian.
I'm not fucking Canadian.
I'm not Canadian.
Mikey's as far away from Canada.
So you guys don't know, and we'll mention on the live show, we were fucking recording one night, and this door fucking slammed on its own, and these
Not
guys can
once, but
all
twice.
attest. They
Yeah,
can
no,
all attest to it.
It happened twice.
I'm saying, and people can go back and rewatch it.
That's
That
happening, but I
hockey
might have been
stick,
drunk.
the blade is facing us right now, but that's not how it was. I don't know if
Facing
Stephanie
the open
flipped it
door
on her
to
way
be-
out, but it is.
She might have hit it.
it.
But
Oh, yeah,
this
that's
door
right,
is fucking
because she did
slammed
come
on
in
its
a few
own.
times. I
This
didn't
door is
look.
slammed on its own multiple times, and it freaks me out all the fucking
Well,
time.
because
Yes, Chris,
only
there goes
you
my
can piss
gin,
off the
and he
thing.
ate those hell pickles, so it's going to be a fucked up night. I'm sleeping in this room tonight, by the way.
Can't be any worse than what I've been sitting through.
Look, at 70, she said, y'all joke, there's something that lives with us. Seriously, it's fucked up.
There's something that lives with us too, but you got to placate it, you got to make it happy, and it doesn't
Yeah.
fuck with you.
What am I going to do? Suck his dick? Come here, ghost. Ah, be happy.
That's what you want to do to your ghost. That's what you want to do to your ghost, but we don't have to do that to our ghost. I'm just saying.
You leaving money on the fucking counter?
Does it take it?
I don't know.
Hey.
What do I do?
This is for a topic off air, but I'll tell you what we do.
Yeah. Anyway,
No, it's
Michael,
it's
you
not.
want to wrap
okay,
this
it's gonna
up
be
because
all
we're
about
like almost 2 hours into this hour podcast that we decided.
Yeah,
to do.
that's cool. Adam, does that wrap up the Parks news?
Yeah, I think so. Because
Okay,
Trent
yeah,
stole
this-
my other park news when he started talking about stuff that I
Yeah.
will not mention
Well,
again.
You know, his puff piece was hippos. Maybe next time there'll be a little more. You know what?
I think I had the best part of the show. Everyone loves fucking baby animals.
You can't even tell us the gender of it.
This is your fucking no.
Listen, we have some.
You were able to tell us a hippo was born. What gender? Couldn't tell you. What's its name?
I'm crying.
Don't have what you don't know.
It's not walking around with a big fucking hippo cock dangling. I don't know.
They
Well,
hippos
then it's
don't
a
have
girl.
cloacas either. Well, listen, we have some Disney insiders. We have some people that work for the parks. We have some that are a little bit higher up. If anybody knows the gender of said baby hippo, let us know. Leave a comment. Leave a post in the group. Hit us up. Tell us what gender the baby hippo is.
The baby hippo.
Maybe we'll
If it's
have
a boy, I personally think it should be named Kermit.
What the fuck are you smoking?
What is going on?
Have you ever met a baby hippo named fucking Kermit?
Nope, that's why I wanted his name to be fucking Kermit.
Because he's
You know what?
gray
All right, hold on.
and
I'm calling
big
Joe
and
Brody
everything
right
a
now.
frog is not.
I'm calling Mr. Rhodey right now and telling him not to name that baby the baby
No.
hippo Kermit.
And if it's a boy, should it be Miss Piggy?
girl.
It's bisexual. Sorry.
I personally
Well,
think his name
so
should
she's
be-
now a transgender.
I personally think his name should be Murder Machine 5000, but I
How do you say murder machine in Swahili?
don't know.
Oh,
But
that's
Stephanie also knows that our joke is that our unborn child's name is Kermit. So
Oh no.
Oh my God!
Sorry.
I will pay Stephanie $1,000 if she names your first kid Kermit.
I will buy the insemination kit and make sure it happens for her.
Fuck!
I got a
Last time I
turkey
did this, I
baster.
ended up paying.
I always call her the
$5.
I always call her the Kermobile.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. Well, you know what? I think the best way to end this train wreck is exactly how the train derailed with
Oh,
The ghost?
Trenton.
Where's he at? Move the door! Do it!
Trenton, you're thinking the last 10 minutes, and I'm thinking from the first time you spoke.
Oh, fuck.
Serpents, spiders, tails of a rat. Calling your
Here's the
spirits.
deal.
The first time
wherever they're at.
The first time Trent and I spoke was here. Hold my pineapple.
He had his topic, and we got a riveting story about an unnamed. It's a little fat gray baby, like a manatee with legs. So
It's a water horse.
I would eat a hippo. Would you eat a hippo? If it was like a hippo meat sandwich, like how much would you pay for a hippo meat
I
sandwich?
try it.
It kind of. I picture it tasting a lot like Spam.
Probably.
No.
yeah,
I would pay $75 for a hippo meat sandwich.
okay. Here's the deal, Trenton. You spent a lot more time on some trivia questions than the actual portion of the show we were shooting for.
More than any of us.
I did.
So we planned on having some trivia in case this ran short because we didn't have what to talk about. But
Nothing ever runs short with us.
Thank God we
Come
ran
on.
short.
Have you just met us, Mikey? Come on.
Thank God.
well, you know, I didn't realize we'd spend an hour on Star Wars.
Cheese and crackers.
Wait.
What?
Really?
What? Well,
I know.
you
I
realize
know.
we spend an
Oh, you
hour
want to talk about Star Wars again?
backtracking to every topic.
50% of the shirts being worn right now reference the film franchise. So my bad on that one.
Fail.
So here's the deal, Trenton. You just in case things got kind of dull, which I guess we should have done it during my segment. You had some trivia questions that probably no one knows the answer to without Googling. So we're just going to see who can Google the fastest right now.
All right. So, Frozen was
People
based
just-
off of a story written by Hans Christian Andersen. Does anybody know the story by Hans Christian Andersen that Frozen is based off of?
How many people are still watching? That's what I want to know.
We got 12.
Okay, so you 10 people.
Maybe 9. We'll let the listeners answer first, and then we'll get a crack at it.
Both.
The Ice Ween?
Janine Pincer is the
The
first one,
ice
right?
ween.
The Ice Ween!
It's that Ice Queen!
So
It's the Snow Queen. It is the Snow Queen.
Yeah, Brian has goes the Ice
No,
Ween. I think
I'm
Brian
giving
might
it
be-
to Brian Adams. It is the
Yes,
ice ween.
I'm pretty sure.
It's the Snow Queen.
Right, but he said Ice Ween.
I think the Ice Ween is what's right above Olaf's snowballs.
Yes. Well, it'll probably be a micro iceweed because cold and shrinkage.
I don't think the snowman suffers from shrinkage because he's not warm-blooded.
You don't know that he has feelings.
Jesus Christ.
No, I think that if Olaf was Papa Chubby, it wouldn't suffer from anything to do with the cold,
Olaf
the weather.
popped a chubby. All right, let's take this time out. If Olaf popped a chubby, would it be a carrot or a stick?
It would be an
a big
iceweed.
molded ice
You
cone.
broke Adam.
Well, he has his own flurry, so technically there's no limit to its girth and length.
Blizzarded that shit on, yeah.
Which brings
Exactly.
me to my next thing. I think the little fucking snow boogies are actually marshmallow sperm.
Snow boogies.
Little snow
Careful
little
though, you
things.
can't get too big because he'd get a boner and just pass out because he'll get all the blood. There.
He's not.
No, he doesn't have
warm-blooded.
blood.
He got snow blood? No?
What is snow blood? Water?
Snowblood.
What?
What the fuck is snowblood? What the fuck is going on?
It was
Water?
Two chicks. He's hung. Yeah, probably. He probably vibrates.
It's an icicle.
Why do you think he has a carrot nose?
Riding
And
like a
Sven
frozen
wants it
city.
really bad.
Fucking. Alright. So I have another one. And if anyone. Highly impressed with your.
All we gotta
With
do
your
is Google it.
I know this one because I googled it beforehand.
So the childhood actor that plays Jane Banks in Mary
Is it
Poppins
actress?
said,
Well, equality.
actress.
They're all actors now. It's equality.
Oh,
"Oh my God, fuck me, sorry." The little girl who plays fucking Jane Banks in Mary Poppins, her father is the he reads the audiobooks for a popular book and TV series. Does anyone know what the book and TV series it is? He recently passed away this past year.
Don't Google it. Don't cheat.
Or you can cheat.
Oh, no,
because
there's no
we'll be
kidding.
waiting for an answer for a really long time if you
Yeah,
don't.
because I didn't know this without looking it up. Because I had no idea this was even a fucking thing.
I'll just tell you what it is anyway.
Her name is Karen Dotrice, by the way.
Yeah, he did the Gunslinger books.
Mikey's not right.
Oh. Am I close?
No.
I thought it was a Harry Potter.
Nope. I don't think anyone's gonna know this one.
Did he
No,
do
they're all Googling because nobody's commenting right
the
now.
Back to the Future fan fiction,
Nope.
which really dealt on the relationship between Marty and his mom in the 50s?
It's a very
We're real
popular,
deep
it's a
into what happened
very
before he
popular
woke up in
TV
her
and book
bed.
series.
We
And
might as
Oh.
well give the answer because I don't. Oh,
Will in
Stephanie,
Time.
Stephanie, yeah, you fucking know.
fuck, she knows the count. Fuck you because
It's
she
not
probably
Percy
told her.
Jackson Derrick. Sorry.
Although props for not Googling.
Nope. Not
You're
me.
all-
Is it the one with the Nicole Kidman and the creepy "Come to Me"
Eyes
with the
wide
little
shut.
kid?
He
Eyes
died
wide
at the
shut.
age of 94, I think, this past year.
Maze
and
Runner,
he did
no.
over 500 unique voices in the audiobook readings.
50
Golden
Shades
Compass.
of Grey.
Oh, I know.
Derek
What is?
Derek Alverson, it is Game of Thrones. It was Roy Dotrice.
Oh fuck! I was gonna say was that
Narnia.
series? No, with Patrick Harris.
It was Roy Dotrice, and they both got that right. He read the audio version of most of the Game of Thrones novels.
Which means in Mary Poppins
George
2,
Martin stuff.
which means in Mary Poppins 2, everybody dies.
Yes.
Spoiler alert.
Now I'm excited to
They're
go
chimney
see it.
sweeping and the shit catches on fire and it's all get all fucked up.
Burn,
Oh, it's
bitch,
some type
burn.
of a lung disease from the chimney sweep.
Hold the door. Hold the door.
Hold the door. Hold the door.
Hey, dude, no, that's still the roughest episode of anything
I
I've
did
ever
not
seen.
watch
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I was a hot mess through that episode.
I was
The
just
only,
like,
the only
oh,
reason why I'm
no.
looking forward to that movie is because Dick Van Dyke is in it. He doesn't reprise his own role, but he's in it.
well, no, because he ain't getting up and down chin. No, he's not reprising his own.
I want to say he works at the bank.
But
Yeah,
aren't we?
he plays the new bank owner. I have the rumor has it.
no one's getting tired of actors coming back to be in movies they were in before just because. I mean, it's like here, it just seems like we're going to.
No, I don't. It's like it's paying an homage.
I don't. But
I just paying an homage to the original
I would
story.
like, even though they can't, I would like to see them play their old character.
Yeah, if you're going to,
if you're putting them in, make them
and kind of like pass the torch on to a new generation, like Star Wars is doing,
and then kill them off, like Star Wars is doing.
Making shit.
Yeah. Have
ruining a franchise like Star Wars is doing.
Have Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke.
What the fuck was that, Mikey? Oh no, that was Boston.
Yeah, Boston just ran in and ran out.
Son, you can't make a sandwich at 10 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, make a sandwich!
Sandwich!
Let the boy make a sandwich!
Make a sandwich!
That's Trenton is yelling at you. He said something about your pants.
That is not what I said.
We said make a sandwich.
Yeah. He doesn't need to be making a sandwich.
Chris, I'm with you. I actually read all the books before I actually started watching the show and was kind of disappointed in the show, but that's a story for a different podcast.
Which doesn't exist, by the way.
I read all the books or
we're not the Red Rock
I should watch the show. I agree.
Wait. There's no podcast that compares the books of Game of Thrones?
No. I'm saying we don't have a podcast that does that because we do good enough to get one episode out a week.
Pretty much.
And now we're taking on this travesty.
Travesty.
Which, aside from a few minor side trips.
Kerfuffles.
Yeah, kerfuffles.
I don't give up though.
Okay. I'm gonna end this here. Everybody got anything left to drink?
Oh yeah, I got a whole fucking half a bottle left, but I got still a glass.
I have.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me top off my Weller.
Can you see the reflection?
I have
Yeah.
gin.
Oh, okay, forehead. Yeah.
It looks like water, but it's this.
I have no clever toast like the hair because it's and this isn't a regular show. I'm talking to like 8 people right now. You stuck around. You're completion.
God bless you.
You made it to the end. You're the kind of person that doesn't just, put it on her chest. You stay in there and you finish and you get the job done. So I salute you. And if you're not, if you're a woman, peg him. Let him know that,
Scissors, cool. Whatever.
Scissors, yeah, if you're lesbian, scissors.
Thanks for watching. We don't know if this is going to go up on the. You know what? We'll put this on YouTube. Maybe someone gets
Adam's
bored.
program can put it right on YouTube.
So, anyway,
shit, I'm gonna
yada your time.
This time, next time, all the time.
And that time, and your time might not be the right time. Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff.
And fuck, we got to do this again tomorrow night.
Oh God, I forgot. Yeah, shit.
Awesome. I haven't done any.
What's our topic?
It's Winnie the.
Wait, no, stop. Wait, sorry, that's all.
I'm not happy about it.
I didn't
tell you that.
I just got forced to host it.
I wanted to do the Jar Jar Binks episode.
I am not doing good faith.
I do. You know what?
Fucking.
As much as I hate,
you can have a good time with it.
Well, then you know what? You want to do a Jar Jar Binks episode? I should be packing for fucking Ohio because there's nothing good that's going to go on in Ohio, and I'm
going to take a bunch of fucking mushrooms before we record tomorrow. So I can be in the zone.
And that's going to be different from what night?
Thank you, Derek. Thank you, getting for that.
I don't think I would sleep during this episode.
Yeah, no, you know what? The Jar Jar Binks episodes are going to happen. It's my pet project now. I'm making it happen.
We'll be in Disney in May, so...
Who the fuck is Rick Reagan? See, I'm not going to be fucking happy. Get out of here with that shit.
You're never happy, little Amish guy. Little angry Amish guy.
I love you. Let's fight. I love you. I agree. Let's fight.
Trent, November, you, me, ring match to the death in a pack and play.
God, we'll grease up. I'll bring the baby oil.
Oil fight now? Is it a baby oil fight?
Oh
Yeah.
my fucking
That's a different
God.
kind of fight.
My dues! I'm turning into Tim.
My
We can charge admission to that bitch.
We're
run
literally
to Walmart
staying in the
and-
same room, so this is gonna get crazy.
No, we're not. We're having a lockout.
It's going to be a one-bedroom lockout.
Yeah.
I'll sleep under the bed. I don't give a fuck.
Nope, that's where Sully is.
Look at Rick.
And your ghost.
Rick, a fellow hockey guy. I'll pull your fucking
um,
jersey over your head.
Our dates in May. Shit, I don't have that
Fucking
up.
get after it.
May 13th to the 17th. That's the dates in May. Then there's also the Wine and Dine trip in November, which I don't remember the exact dates offhand, but it's the first weekend in November.
Yes. If
So
Brian
it's
Adam, it's not
the
Lilo.
2nd to the 5th?
I trying to. pull
That
my
is the
calendar
bigger
It's like the
meet.
out.
second. It's like the 2nd to the 7th.
Right, and that's the bigger meet when all of the hosts are going to be there, so if you need to choose between one or the other, pick that one because all of us are going to be there.
But if
Second
you
to the
really
9th.
want to go in May, we won't disappoint. We'll try
Right.
not to disappoint. It'll just be Tim and I that are definitely confirmed so far.
I'll also be there in April from the 22nd to the 29th with Brant and Sydney
The
Bork.
the Burks wedding, there's a huge group going down for the Burks wedding, so if you guys want to crash the honeymoon,
Crash
Go
away.
ahead.
Tim has
Crash
given
away.
me full permission to
If
crash
you-
somebody else's honeymoon. I am
If you wanna do something
I was invited. So fuck.
if you want to do something crazy, join us on the cruise on the Magic on October 4th out of New York City.
You want to do something crazier than that? Pay for me to go on that fucking cruise.
Split a room with Trenton. but
Somebody
here's the
starts
crazy
the
part.
fucking GoFundMe. Whoever starts the GoFundMe right now will get to be on the show if I make
Whoa,
the
wow.
amount to go on
Whoa,
the
Wait, whoa,
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 whoa.
slow
You
down
gotta
there.
talk about
Not permanently.
Oh.
Not permanently. They'll get a guest spot for an episode.
I was just going to say that if you go on the cruise, we can't leave. So you kind of got us as a captive audience if you want to tell us all your favorite memories from the podcast because we can't go anywhere because we're on a fucking boat.
We're not so
Mikey,
favorite.
Mikey,
We're
you
on a
want to fight?
boat.
You want to fight
We're on a
Mike?
boat.
Fight him on the cruise.
No one wants to fight me.
If you want to see dinner plate nipples, come on the cruise.
Oh, yeah. Dinner plate nipples on a cruise.
Potentially. It depends on.
I'm excited to see those dinner plate nipples in person.
What?
Put those things away, please.
Oh shit! Not me.
It doesn't even count, man. I mean, mine are like the softest color of
I
ink
got
you've ever
regular
seen.
people nipples. What's
Oh
the
my
problem?
God.
I got a purple dot on my ass cheek.
Show us. Show us
You
your
ain't seeing
nipples.
that.
Mikey, do it for the live show, for the listeners.
And ain't no one looking at my lump,
Let's see one nipple.
my butt tumor.
We won't see one
your,
nipple.
your crazy lady lumps.
We want
Yeah.
one nipple.
We've
No.
already seen Mike's nipples.
All right, guys. Are we wrapping this up?
Yeah, let's wrap this up. It's been 2 hours.
Yeah, we need to wrap this up like an 18-year-old on prom night. Oh, I guess I'm
We're
Hey, Boston, you want
What
to
he
come wrap
means
this
is
up?
after
Wait,
the
wait,
show,
we
we're
got
all gonna
Boston.
have
We got a
eye
guest.
contact.
Wait, stop, guys. We got Boston.
Let's get Boston wrap it up.
Oh, no, well, no, he's
Let
making
him
the
wrap it up.
sandwich.
Come on, Boston. Come over here.
Come
Bring
He's
him
on.
not wearing a hat. He ain't going over there.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm bald too. Bring him on. What the fuck?
We were
No.
bald. Let's
No,
go
you're
back,
not.
but I'm going to shave it again as soon as the weather gets warm. I kind of like the baldness.
They want you to come say bye. They want you to come say, we're done. Peace out. Show's over. You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here.
Oh my gosh, motherfucker.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah!
Wait. Time out. I want to see what his shirt says. Boston, stand up. I want to see what his shirt says. Nice.
Awesome. Great shirt, Boston.
Great shirt. Wait. Come back.
He's done. He's had enough.
He's making his own sandwich. All he
He's all
can think
about
about
that
is making sandwich right now. So,
Love about
okay.
that sandwich.
Thanks for tuning in and keeping up with us. We'll post about the next one. Should be in about 2 weeks from today. Well, probably maybe even earlier in the week, maybe just to get more people home to watch it.
Yeah, it may not be all of us, may not be some of us, but one of us will be on.
We'll just, and maybe we'll have some better news to go along with it at the very least. We just don't want to, we don't talk about news in the podcast because everybody talks about news. We can talk about it because we get sidetracked with stories about Winnie the Pooh, which are good times. So anyway,
And
thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the internet.
Good night, everybody.
This is my smiling where you got to cut, Adam. I'd rather live with them.
Turn it off so we can talk about shit that they can't hear.